Yo, what's up, guys? How are we doing tonight? It's Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday. We're back. I'm not feeling crappy. I'm actually healthy and ready to go tonight. And I've had a pretty good week so far. Oh, don't need that connected anymore. I've had a pretty good week so far. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. What have you guys been up to this last week without me? It's Tuesday, y'all. It is Taco Tuesday, and I had spaghetti. Well, pasta, not spaghetti. We actually had fettuccine with some meatballs and like a red sauce, and it was phenomenal, y'all. Phenomenal. Gina made some bomb ass meatballs. Isla, don't get in there. They were amazing. Super amazing. I was so excited. It was delicious, y'all. It was so delicious. I was actually not like super hyped. Sorry, I'm trying to get my my screen all ready so that we can load in the game here. I wasn't like super hyped about having pasta for dinner, if I'm being honest, because I made some pasta for Isla and I for lunch yesterday. And it just so happens that it worked out great though, because it was stinking delicious, stinking delicioso, y'all. But what have you guys been up to? What has happened? I missed stream last week. I missed it. I was not feeling well at all. I was going to try and push through and actually still stream, but I don't want to go into too many details. It's just kind of not good, okay? It was just a not good evening for your boy. I was struggling hard. Let's just say the flu bug is going around. I don't think it was actually the flu bug. I think I just had like a little bit of food bug, if I'm being honest. But I think I ate something that I probably shouldn't have. And I think I knew it was going to be bad when I was eating it. I can recall exactly the meal that probably did it. And I'm upset about it, but it did taste good the whole time. So I guess it's okay, but not okay, you know? But I'm super excited. I'm happy to be back to stream tonight. I'm ready to hunt for this ponyta and hopefully find our little purple maned pony. You know, Shiny Card Project, welcome to the stream. Daniel's in the stream. How we doing tonight, y'all? Dragon, welcome. Kristen had some chili. You love it. You love it. Hey, it's the time of year for awesome soup and chili. I love that you had chili tonight. One Gringo 199. That is a nice name to see in the chat tonight. Welcome. And Oddbro, how's it going? How we doing, everybody? How is everyone today? All right, let's just jump on over and load this game up. You think maybe we can get in and get gritty, get some encounters going here. I need to make sure. Yeah, okay. My counter app is on. It's locked in. I've got the buttons programmed correctly. We are going to find a shiny pony tonight, y'all. Dragon says I had Canadian poutine. Yum. It's like fries with gravy, isn't it? Isn't that what poutine is? Kristen says I chickened out of PC building for now. Got a PS5 and I'm playing classic PS1 games. Hey, that's all right. No worries. A PS5 is not a bad purchase. It's not a bad purchase at all. Chandler actually asked if he could have a PlayStation 5 for Christmas this year. And we told him, well, I told him no, because his grades are kind of down and his attitude's been a little on the bad side lately. So I told him no. I don't know if that makes me a bad dad or not. But yeah, it kind of is what it is. Mass Figure has arrived. Welcome to the stream, Mass Figure. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you in here. I hope you're having a great week starting this week. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. How were your tacos tonight, Mass Figure? If you had some. I did not have tacos tonight for dinner, y'all. I just had some pasta. Let's turn the music down just a tad here. We're not going for Geodudes. I can't remember. I was also EV training while doing this, so I think I'm supposed to take out Cricketoons with. There's an encounter. It's not our shiny. I got excited to see the pony, but it wasn't the shiny pony, so I was a little bit sad. But that's okay. We keep moving on. Ponyta gives speed EVs, I believe. So we're only gonna take out Ponyta with Leo. And when we're hunting with Mikey, we're gonna take out these little guys. The whoops. You know, you gotta love the Cricketoon noises. You gotta do the Cricketoon noises. Oh yeah, we've already been training a little bit. I might need to hit up the Pokemon Center and get our friends healed up, and then come back to our hunting space. We're trying to get to level 28, I believe. Getting wasabi sushi right now. Just pulled up. Yo, wasabi sushi is so good. I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good to see. What's your favorite roll that Carlos makes there? What's your go-to? Do you guys have like a go-to order, or is it just each time you kind of try something new? Kristen says the PS5 was only about 400, so I did the deed. Yeah, that can be very convincing when it takes less money to get a different gaming console. Sometimes it's okay to do that, you know. Talking to a dude that should be able to help me with building the PC though, that's always good. It's PC building is not as hard as it seems. It's a very like daunting thing at first, but once you've done it and you realize, it's kind of like do you remember as a kid, when you're a little kid and you're hooking up electronics for the first time? It's always like daunting because you think you're gonna plug something in to the wrong like outlet or the wrong inlet area, but then you realize that that's not possible. Like everything has its space that it goes to. That's kind of like PC building. Pretty much everything has its space. It's just that some of the items are delicate. So you like the actual chip, the brain of the computer, you got to be very cautious with. But other than that, everything's pretty durable. Like even the motherboard, for instance, you can kind of mess that thing up a little bit, and it can take a little bit of a beating. The restaurant is family owned, says Dragon, and the mom and dad moved to Texas from Canada. Yo, so it's like authentic poutine. Nice. And they had 3 children. Cool. Did you meet the entire family, Dragon? I love that. I love like going to a mom and pop restaurant and ordering, or like communicating with, you know, the owners and the people, small business. It's a good thing, y'all. Support your local businesses, just like One Gringo's doing right now. There's a local sushi truck in the next town over from me. And it's a guy that I used to do CrossFit with, and he's a sushi chef, and now he's started out on his own, and he's doing his own sushi roll or sushi truck, and it is bomb. I wish you guys could try it. I wish you all could try it. One Gringo says, just like the Grinch roll, I want to try. The Grinch roll? I didn't even see, did he do a holiday menu? No go-to order. You just change it up every time, whatever you're feeling like. Kristen says that your friend says the first time powering it on is the scary part. That is the truth. That is the truth. Because like when you first hit that, like plug everything in and hit that power button, if it doesn't turn on, that means that you've like connected something incorrectly, or it could mean that something's like not fully plugged in, and you have to start like going through every bit that you just went through. And it's like, the best way to do it is to systematically go from beginning to end again and make sure everything is plugged in correctly. I've had that happen once while building a computer. I've built probably close to a dozen, I think. Close to a dozen computers. I've had that happen one time to me. And it was a PC I built for a friend. So I started stressing so big, and it was like probably one of the first few PCs that I built. It was probably like the third or fourth one. I was building it for a friend, had it all assembled. I was like so proud because my buddy contacted me. He's like, hey, yo, can you build me a PC since you built your own PC? I was like, yeah, sure, I could do that. Can you help me pick out the parts and everything, and then you just build it? Yeah, of course I can. And so I like shopped it out with him, made sure that it was all like compatible parts, good to go, kind of future-proofed, because he didn't want to put like too much money into it at the beginning, but he wanted to be able to upgrade throughout the next, or like the following year. So I was like super proud of it, you know? And he had all the parts shipped to my place. I assembled the whole thing, and then I put it all together, plugged it up, put it on my desk, and I hit the power button and nothing happened. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. Not good at all. But it was just actually the only thing was the cord that goes from like the cord that goes from like the display stuff on the face of the PC case. There's a cord that will go in, and sometimes case manufacturers will have that whole thing, like that whole assembly together, so that you can easily plug it in to different slots on motherboards. And then other times it'll be just like individual wires. And this one, fortunately, was like a whole assembly, and it was completely loose. I hadn't like pushed it all the way down. I just set it in the spot that it was supposed to go into, because I was like messing with, I don't know, like probably like cable management or something, because I'm like super anal about like making sure the cable management's all clean while I'm working on it, which I know is not the most efficient thing, but it's just like how my brain ticks, and I have to have it clean and tidy as I'm working through things. But yeah, I had like the cord sitting there ready to plug in, but I never plugged it in. And so I just pushed that little baby in there, replugged everything up, hit the power button, and boom, we were good to go. The crisis was averted. We were golden. We were golden. Shiny Card Project says sushi sounds so good right now, but I gotta work on these Poké-Dollar ribbons. Yo, Poké-Dollar ribbons? Are you earning ribbons in a game for your Pokemon? Or are you actually crafting in the real world ribbons? Dad's right behind you at Wasabi Kitchen. That doesn't surprise me. I think he goes there like multiple times a week. He might even have Carlos on speed dial to like deliver him personal sushi for lunch, even though he's not open during lunch times. Dragon says one of the daughters were at the cashier, and the son, mom, and dad were the cooks. Yo, that is so awesome. I love that. I love that. Dragon was talking about going to a family-owned restaurant where he got some authentic Canadian poutine. If you guys aren't aware of what that is, it's like fries with like a gravy sauce over it. Never had poutine before, but I feel like it'd be something that I would probably like. I would probably enjoy pretty greatly. Kristen says it's like a nerdy group of 3 guys I run into playing Pokemon Go sometimes, and they play D&D, so they're definitely willing to help, which is nice. Yo, that is so clutch. I love people in like nerd communities. Daniel, hey, how's it going, buddy? I love people in nerd communities, and I don't mean like nerd in a bad way. Like, just if you're big into like video gaming space, or building PCs, or playing D&D, or doing any sort of tabletop stuff, strategy games, things like that, people are just so nice and welcoming. And I think that's why, like, I've got a very major competitive side to me, or like itch in my brain. And I think that's why I enjoy, like, when I work out, I enjoy going to CrossFit. There is no other format of exercise that satisfies me the way that CrossFit does. And it doesn't matter how brutal a workout is. I can't help but to just push myself and continue to go. It's so good. It's so good. But CrossFit's very welcoming, is what I was trying to get to. I know I kind of went off the beaten path there. But in a roundabout way, the way this is coming back around is that every CrossFit gym I've been to, the community is so freaking welcoming to like anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter how athletic you are, or how advanced or not advanced you are. Like, everyone is always supportive of each other and pushing each other. It's just amazing. If you're not big into exercise, I get it. But if you are big into exercise and you have never tried CrossFit, I definitely recommend that. I recommend it for you. Chris Tron says, no, I missed you getting the monkey. Oh yeah, you missed the monkey and the Houndoom. We've got 2. We're hunting for our 3rd team member now. We're hunting for our 3rd team member. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly or not, Chris. I think it's Chris Tatron is what you mean it to be. So maybe it's Krista. Am I supposed to pronounce it Krista? The 4 is like leet speak. Guys, if you have not already, please consider dropping a like on the video. Hit that thumbs up button for me. It's free for you to do. It's cool for me. It takes you like 2 seconds to do it. And it helps push the video out to the YouTube algorithm, encouraging others to come in, join in on the shiny hunting and video game playthroughs of different Pokemon games that we do here. But also, while I'm at it and chatting about that kind of stuff and asking you guys the typical YouTuber things, you know, asking you to like my video and whatnot, I do have to let you know I'm streaming in both vertical format as well as regular format. So if you prefer one viewing experience over the other, you can just jump over to my YouTube page. Both titles or both streams are live right now. They have the same title, but one has shorts at the end and one has I think I did a hashtag at the end of the regular stream too. I can't remember, shiny hunting maybe, to kind of decipher them. But yeah, vertical one has shorts at the end of it, hashtag shorts. So there you go. There you go. Monkey Boy, welcome to the stream. Do you like Skibbity Toilet? What is Skibbity Toilet? I don't know what that is. W channel new sub. Hey, yo, thank you for the subscription there, Monkey Boy. I hope you're having a great Tuesday, my friend. How were your tacos this evening? It's Tuesday. I know you had tacos. I didn't have tacos today, though, unfortunately, Fam Bam. I did not. I always preach tacos on Tuesday, but there's times where I don't pull through with the taco talk. Okay. Christatron is correct, but if it's easier, Chris is fine. Okay, perfect. I did get it right. I read it correctly. Sometimes when I'm reading screen names or everyone's screen names, I'm like worried that I'm going to mispronounce something. So if I say your name wrong, just correct me. I'll probably ask you if it's the first time I'm recognizing your name in chat, because I'm the type of person that likes to get people's names correct. Okay. I don't know why. Actually, I kind of do know. Oh, we got a strong Geodude here. I kind of do know why. It's because a lot of people call me Corey when they meet me, and it doesn't irritate me, but it's like one of those things that's I'm always miscalled Corey growing up, and so it's one of those things that like has always triggered my brain to make sure I get people's names correct. So like when I meet people in the real world, I always like get their name and I like lock eyes with them and I repeat their name to them when I say hello, to make sure that like I'm imprinting that name to that face, you know, to try and remember it for future. Monkey Boy says I didn't either. No tacos today. Hey, that's okay. I didn't do the tacos tonight. Honestly, I think Gina got pretty sick of tacos. And so the past couple, like probably month of Tuesdays, when Tuesday is coming up and I'm like, babe, we're doing tacos tomorrow. And she's like, no, we're not. Well, why not? I'm like, are you sure? Don't you want tacos? No, I'm sick of tacos on Tuesday, Casey. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're not doing tacos tonight then. So sometimes you just gotta compromise and make sure that that your lady friend is content. Okay. Gina is my wife. Gina is my girlfriend. She is not officially my wife, but pretty darn close to it. We own a house together. We have a kid together. I know. I need to make an honest woman of her instead of procrastinating the inevitable. But yeah, pretty much when it comes to like dinner and food stuff, I give Gina the final say on things because I'm not super picky. And Gina's not picky either, but she's like very particular. When she has like a craving for something, we have to get it, you know? I think that's just kind of a girl thing in general. I feel like women kind of like will get those urges and you just have to satisfy it, you know? Men get it too. But not in the same way. Like when it comes to food, like I could eat the same meal probably 3 times a week, every week for like the rest of my life, and I'd be totally fine. But Gina loves variety in the food that we eat and like what we make. So if we had like chicken, and we could have like chicken thighs, like Asian style with rice and vegetables and like a teriyaki bowl type thing. And then let's say we have like a chicken Caesar salad 2 nights later. If I even think about bringing up chicken on the weekend, she'll immediately, babe, we already had chicken like twice this week. And we could have had chicken thighs the first time and like chicken tenders, like breast tenders the second time. Totally different cuts of chicken, different tastes, different profiles. And she'll be like, we already had chicken twice this week. I don't want chicken again. So we don't have chicken again. That's just how it works. And I'm okay with it. We make do. Y'all, I have a feeling that we are going to phase on this Ponyta, and it is going to be a Geodude. I'm telling you right now, we are going to get a golden popcorn boy before we get our shiny Ponyta. Before we get Donnie, we're going to get the shiny Geodude. I'm putting my stamp of approval on it. And if it doesn't happen, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope that we just get Donnie right away and not the shiny Geodude. But I'm telling you, I have this feeling that our little golden popcorn boy is gonna pop. Which will be fine, because then I'll have like the whole line shiny. I've got a shiny Graveler from Arceus, maybe? I know I have shiny Geodude from Arceus. I think I got a shiny Graveler in Violet. So if I do get a shiny Geodude, it won't be the end of the world. I'll just like level him up to Golem, you know? Then I'll have a shiny of each. A shiny of each of the Geodude family. Monkey Boy says I have 3 sisters. They are all like that with the food cravings. Once they have them, you gotta satisfy it. You have to. So nice though, because like, especially when you have a partner, you know, when your partner has, like for me and Gina, I feel like we both love food. And so like we both kind of have a little bit of like our love language is invested in the food that we make for each other. And when either of us make like a really good meal for the other one, I feel like we both get satisfaction out of it, like in ourselves for making a good meal, but then also for our partner to enjoy it, you know? And it's just like a really cool thing. And then her and I are always like flip-flopping too on who cooks and whatnot. So there's times where like I'll make dinner, or even like tonight, we kind of both had a hand in dinner. She made up some delicious meatballs, and then I made up the pasta, which is easy. You just like boil the noodles, and then the sauce, you know, made the sauce in a big old sauce pot with some fresh garlic and onion in the bottom, and I sauteed it up a little bit and then put the sauce in there. Doctored it up with some Italian seasonings, a little bit of dried basil, oregano, some parsley, just to spice it up a little bit, you know? It was good. It turned out pretty tasty. Guys, do you guys always... Okay, I got a serious question here. So, growing up and like being out on my own, I didn't always put pasta water in my sauces, okay? But since Gina and I have been together, I pretty much like it's like a strict rule. The pasta water goes in the sauce. Generally, if I'm making like a cream-based sauce or like a cheese sauce for pasta, I always do the pasta water in it, you know, to like give it that consistency. So I'll like keep adding it until I get the right consistency that I'm looking for. I don't normally use like an Alfredo sauce, you know what I mean? I always like make it on the stovetop. But with like red sauces or meat sauces, I've been doing the pasta water in there. I feel like it kind of like breaks the sauce a little bit, so it's not so thick and chunky, you know? It makes it saucy, so it coats the noodles evenly, whatever type of pasta you're using. Monkey Boy says if it's a Geodude, that would be sad. Well, I have a feeling it's going to be a Geodude, which is going to be unfortunate. But it's okay. We'll still push until we get the Ponyta. We got to get Donnie so we can continue on with the playthrough, you know? Out of all the fire type shinies, which one is my favorite? Oh, out of all the fire type shinies ever? Which one is my favorite? Probably Charizard. I just like Charizard shiny so much. The black with the red wings and like the current the modern Charizard shiny, like the old school Charizard shiny where he's like kind of purpley. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that look. I know that there's like natural hardcore like shiny hunters out there that just enjoy the OGs and the classics so much, but I'm not a fan of the purple one. I think the purple one's ugly. I think it sucks. And I'm so glad that Game Freak went back and revised it and updated it to being like that menacing black with the red wings. It looks so intimidating. It's so good. And then the iconic Charizard, you know, I know it's Game Freak's golden boy Pokemon and everyone gets sick of him being pushed in your face, but you got to admit that it is such a good designed Pokemon. Like, I remember being a kid and seeing Charizard and thinking, oh dude, I've got to get him in my game. And I'm a Grass Gang for life starter type person, you know, like I always pick the grass starter. I had Bulbasaur, but I got a Charmander from one of my buddies. They restarted their game and traded it to me. Little schoolyard trade. No, I think I was actually on like Christmas vacation or something as a kid. I used to play with I used to hang out with a friend. So I grew up in a split household. My parents were divorced at a very young age when I was a kid. And so my dad lived in California. My mom lived in Arizona. And so I would go and visit my dad during holidays. And I had a buddy named Cody that I would hang out with all the time as a kid in California. And he's actually the one that got me into Pokemon. He had Pokemon Blue before I got it. And I remember playing it on his Game Boy the first time. And I was like staying the night at his house. And I don't remember. He might have been playing like Sega Saturn or something at the time. I don't know what was out at the time. But anyways, he was playing whatever TV console was new. And I think we rented like a 1-player game that evening. So I played his Pokemon Blue while he was playing like whatever game we rented from Blockbuster. And it was such an epic night, but I stayed up all night playing that Game Boy, and I drained the batteries on that sucker. And I got like, I think I got like past Erica. So I probably got 4, maybe 5 badges in without saving over his game. Obviously that was like a cardinal sin. You don't save over your friends' games. Okay. You don't do that. And if you did, shame on you. But also it was very common. So you can't be hated too hard on it. But yeah, his copy of Blue, that was my first experience with Pokemon. And I remember asking my parents both for a new Game Boy and Pokemon Blue for Christmas. And I got it. I got it from my dad. And I remember opening it on Christmas Day, and I was just, I dove headfirst into the game, and I never put the Game Boy down. Oh, babe, that's such a good hairdo. What is going on? Heatless curls. Guys, if you could see Gina's hair right now. Oh my God. It's like if Medusa took over her hair. What do I have? Another Ponyta. I don't know if I did the encounter one up or not on that one. We'll just leave it alone. We'll just leave it alone. But yeah, I got Pokemon Blue the very next Christmas, or that Christmas. I think I was like visiting for maybe a fall break or something, like Thanksgiving time. And then got Pokemon Blue, and then the next year was when Pokemon Yellow came out, and I remember getting the yellow and blue Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow on Christmas, the next Christmas. And then I never put that game down. Those were the days, y'all. Those were the days. Cody needs a shout out. Monkey Boy says, yes, he do. That man's a good man. He's actually a really good person. He's really big into Warhammer 40K now. And he is like such a talented painter. It's insane. He doesn't stream anymore, but he used to stream, like live stream his painting of the little models. And It was so cool. I would tune into a stream and just chill and listen and watch him as he's painting. Is so cool. I loved it. I suck at painting, by the way, or anything artistic. So I really enjoy watching others succeed at it and then making it look so easy, even though I know it's not as easy as they make it. Tomboy Gamer Wolf, welcome to the chat. How you doing tonight? How are your Tuesday? Or how are your Tuesday? How are your tacos on this wonderful Tuesday? Your Tuesdays on this wonderful taco. That would have been funny to say out loud. It even sounds funny to say out loud afterwards. Kirsten says we make our own sauce for spaghetti, but I've never heard of using the noodle water. My dad is pretty adamant about cooking it for 3 days before we make noodles. Yo, 3 days? Okay, so I have a best friend from school, and his dad was from Italy. And Trelana, welcome. How we doing tonight, my friend? Did you have your taco salad tonight, Trelana? Oh Lord, he's back. He's back, baby. Back with a vengeance. I'm not sicky boy no more. We are back and at it, hunting for Donnie. But what I was saying is, excuse me. I had a really close friend in high school. He's still a close friend of mine. But his dad was from Italy, and actually he's a big inspiration why I did my Italian minor in college, and then also did a study abroad in Italy. So I lived in Italy for like 4 months. But yeah, Corrado was his dad's name. Such a good guy. We used to just call him Conrad, or like the American name is Conrad. But yeah, such a good guy. Such a very he was a very reserved father, like very stoic, reserved man. But that man could make an amazing sauce. I remember going to my buddy Anthony's house on like weekends on a Saturday, and Corrado would just make the sauce from starting in the morning, and then we'd eat it in the evening. Oh my goodness, y'all. There was Anthony and I lived together in college, and Corrado came out and spent like a weekend with us. And he did the same thing. We're like, yo, when you're here with us, he was with us for like maybe 4 days. And we're like, okay, tomorrow he came into town in the evening, and we were like lining up the next day. All right, we went out the day he was traveling to us. We went out to the grocery store, got all the stuff he needed for his sauce. He gave us a list. He like sent it to us. And then the next day he spent the whole day making sauce for us while we I think we lounged around watching sports. So he chilled with us watching sports too. And as the sauce was like simmering and going, and oh man, it was so good. I remember he'd pull me over and be like, Casey, come here, come taste this. And he'd like give me a rip off a piece of bread and like dunk it in there for me and then hand it over. Oh my goodness. Just I can taste the sauce still. It was so good. So good. Luana says, sadly, no, my taco salad meat got left out by mistake. Oh no. That is not good, my friend. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear. So you're baking cookies instead. Hey, that's a pretty good consolation prize for leaving the meat out. Kristen says his great whatever parents were from Sicily. Oh, your dad's great so on parents. Nice. Yeah, that totally makes sense. And Anthony's dad, Corrado, was from southern Italy as well. I don't remember where exactly. He had told me once, but I can't remember where. But yes, all of those southern Italians, when they make their sauce, they let it simmer and fester for days on end or hours or whatever. So good. All right, this is my last flame wheel. We gotta head to the Pokemon Center. Get ourselves re-upped on our power points. Mikey's about maxed out for our EV training as well. Well, another Ponyta. Not the shiny one. That would have been a nice time to find our shiny. The 69th encounter, but wasn't so tonight, y'all. Wasn't so tonight. I should probably jump on my bicycle here. Make this a little bit speedier if I can not run into walls. And down the hill we go. Yo, what was going on there? Do any of you play Pokemon BDSP and find that the controls are a little bit clunky? Like, are the directional controls? It's only when you're trying to go like at an angle. So I know like they remade this. Oh shoot, I didn't get Leo out of the boxes. So they made it like grid style, just like the classic, game was. All right, Leo's a lot farther back in leveling. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the grid boxes. It's like grid tile set map. So, and you're like top down still on the sprites, but sometimes I feel like your character's hitbox is bigger than what the character looks like in the game. Like when you go up to these like bike racks, for instance, I don't know. It's kind of clunky sometimes and it's frustrating. I mean, there's a lot of frustrating things about this game, I know, but you would think that they would have been able to make that a little more convenient. Like, get away from that tree. All right, back into the grass we go. All right, we're looking for speed EVs now. I got Leo at the front of the party. We need to get our speed EVs for this pupperooski. For our puppers. We want speed EVs, which are Ponyta, and I believe Zubat is also a speed EV. All right, we can take out this Ponyta here. Let me just double check on the Zubat here. Zubat. I believe. This is a Generation 8 game. And yes, Zubat is 1 speed EV point. Okay. We'll just hit it with our stab attack here. Kristen says, which is why I didn't understand why some people add sugar to their sauce. What I learned was cooking removes the sugar. Really? I don't know if I'm trying to think. So like when I lived in Italy, I lived with a host, and I don't recall her putting sugar in the tomato sauce. She did make a bomb carbonara for me though too. And she actually, my host taught me how to make carbonara, and it was amazing. I lived in a little town like just north of Rome, between Rome and Florence. So I was in like that Roman area where carbonara is like carbonara, cacio e pepe, and oh shoot, what's the third dish? It's like a tomato sauce based dish. Very similar to the other two. I cannot think of it right now. Oh my goodness. I need to go stub my toe for missing that, forgetting that. But yeah, anywho, point being is I was in the area that's very popular for those dishes. Popular. We're gonna be popular. You like how my brain is just like all over the place tonight, y'all. I'm not highly dialed in. Another Ponyta. Look at that. I feel like we are getting more Ponyta encounters tonight, which is good. Kind of, right? Kind of good. But yeah, I don't recall my host ever doing the sugar. I've heard of people putting sugar in their pasta sauce as well, though. But I think that's something like anytime you're doing like sugar or salt or things like that, I think you're supposed to, you know, like kind of like add that at the end, right? I know, like when I make eggs, I've seen other people like season their scrambled eggs. Like they'll scramble everything up in a bowl and then season the scrambled egg mixture before they cook it, which I think is not a good thing. Normally, like I'll cook everything up and then allow it to, or not allow it. Like at the very end, as I'm finishing off the scrambled eggs, I'll add, you know, salt and pepper to it. I feel like if you add, especially with eggs, if you add the seasoning to the like egg yolk mixture, it tends to like separate the yolk and the white mixture, even if you have like it scrambled together, you know? I don't know, just maybe that's just my thinking. Maybe I'm not correct in that thinking, but yeah. Is it cheating if you transfer the guaranteed one from Arceus to this save file? I mean, I guess not, but I really don't want to start. I really don't want to start Arceus over because I've got so much time invested into that game. And I would like to, now that I have the shiny charm in there and quite a few dex entries perfected, this next year I'm planning on doing a good amount of Arceus shiny hunting, at least leading up to ZA, because we should be getting some sort of announcement of ZA soon, so we'll have like a better idea timeline wise. And I'd like to plan some shiny hunting streams to be back in Sinnoh, well, in Hisui at least, you know. And especially because, like, for selfish reasons, y'all, I do really badly want to catch the Alpha Raichu shiny. I want to find him shiny in the Crimson Mirelands. That's like an ultimate goal of mine right now on my shiny hunting challenges. What ability does my Houndoom have? Shiny Card Project says. It's not Flash Fire. It's what's the other one? Early Bird or something, I think is what his other ability is. Or hers. He's actually a her. Leo's a girl. But yeah, it's Early Bird. There you go. It awakens from sleep twice as fast as other Pokemon, which I think is like one of the worst abilities made in the game. And the reason for that being, y'all, if you don't know how the sleep mechanic works in this game, you can be asleep for 3 turns, okay? And I think like the way that the sleep mechanic works in Pokemon games is each turn, the game actually makes a roll for you to see if your Pokemon wakes up or not. The first turn, it's like a 30% chance. The second turn, it's like a little bit above 50%. And then the third turn, you can still stay asleep, but it's like a slightly higher chance than that, but like less than 70, I think. Anyways, the chance to wake up each turn increases, and then by the 4th turn, you automatically wake. Like, so realistically, what does this save you? 1 turn, maybe? Like twice as fast. So you cut the sleep time in half. So if you're going to be asleep for 1 turn, you're still going to be asleep for 1 turn. And then if you're going to be asleep for 2 turns, then you would wake up after the first turn, I guess. But by that time, your chance to wake up is like above 50% anyways. So it's a very crap ability. It's like basically my Houndoom doesn't have an ability. Stupid ability. It's annoying. Lana says some food does bake off when you put it in the oven. Might be because, oh, you mean like some like seasonings and stuff. Might be because the yolks are hydrophobic. The salt can affect that. Yes, exactly. You can totally see that happen too. I never season my eggs while they're like, especially scrambled eggs, until like it's at the very end of it. Shiny Card Project says it's weird because you were encountering a lot of Ponyta for some weird reason. Yeah, it's actually Ponyta and Geodude have the highest encounter rates in this area. I think at 35% each. And then next is Kricketune at like a 20% clip or something like that. Shoot, did I hit my encounter button up for this one? I don't think I did. Oh, and I was supposed to knock it out. Darn it. Next one. Get him on the next one. Tomboy Gamer Wolf says, would you have preferred Flash Fire instead? Absolutely. Not that it like, okay, so I would have absolutely preferred Flash Fire because then I feel like it would be a little bit more useful. But then at the same time, fire type Pokemon aren't very common in Sinnoh. I think like the best fire type Pokemon you can get in Sinnoh is a Skuntank, which is dark and poison, so that you could teach it Flamethrower. So with that being said, I guess it really doesn't, like, Houndoom's ability doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I don't think it's going to affect our play too much. So it is what it is, fam. It is what it is. But yes, I would have preferred Flash Fire, like for situational reasons, for switch-ins and things like that. I don't think that there's going to be very many Pokemon using fire type attacks against our fire type team, though. If they have a choice to use a fire type attack or something else, they'll probably use something else. So I don't know that Flash Fire would have come in super handy. 35% makes sense. Yeah. So we should be encountering more Geodude and Ponyta than anything else here. And that's a big reason why I think that we're going to phase on Geodude, if I'm being completely honest. I think our first shiny we see in this area is going to be a Geodude. Oh, dude, I need to take out the Ponytas. I'm so used to running until I get a Kricketune for Mikey. But look at that. We got another Ponyta anyways. Run away, they come right back. Anna says, cookie dough chilling, time for dinner proper. Yo. So what's for dinner? The cookie? The cookies? Or you're just making cookies with your dinner now? Taco salad was off the table though. I feel so sad for you, Lana, that you didn't get to have your taco salad on Tuesday. You're making cookies for work? Nice. Also, it's holiday season, so it's good to make cookies. Boy says, do you have Pokemon Home and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? If so, you can actually transfer your Houndoom to Scarlet and Violet, use an ability capsule on it, then transfer it back to BDSP. I've done it before and it works. Yes, I do. And yes, I could. But I'm trying to stick to a specific rule set for this playthrough. It's not so I probably haven't talked about it tonight, but it's not like a proper Nuzlocke that I'm doing here, y'all. But we are doing a monotype only playthrough, and I am using some Nuzlocke rules, like no items in battle, held items are okay, not over leveling past the next gym leader's ace, and things of that sort. And so because it's a challenge run, I don't want to I don't want to cheese the run by doing that. I'm gonna stay with our Houndoom having the ability it has. I don't think it's gonna affect things too much anyways. Like in the grand scheme of things, there's probably not a lot of the AI that's going to be using fire type attacks against us. And that'd be the main reason for flash fire, is like a switch in, you know, a safe switch in. So I think it's probably going to be like a non-issue overall. And watch, like, there's going to be some, now that I say that, there's probably going to be a very critical point in this playthrough where I'm going to need a safe switch in against like a fire type attack. Gosh darn it, Casey, why'd you jinx yourself? Tomboy says, are you doing a Nuzlocke? No, it's not a full-blown Nuzlocke. It's similar to, it's a monotype shiny only run with quite a few of the Nuzlocke rules. The main thing that I'm not doing is if the Pokemon faints in battle, I'm not boxing it forever. I'm not putting it into the box to rot. So we will continue. I may keep track of the death counts though if I get them. Like maybe I can put like a little number over our buddies, you know, so that way we can keep track of their death counts if I get that far. I'm hoping that I don't lose any of the Pokemon, you know, that would make it a lot easier. Just get good forehead. Just don't put your Pokemon in positions to die, you know? I feel like the toughest battle is probably going to be the Crasher Wake battle and then Bertha. I think besides that, we should be decent through most of it. I'm going to be avoiding most of the trainer battles that I can and training this way. But yeah, I think Crasher Wake's going to be pretty tough. I'll probably have to do like some Sunny Day shenanigans to weaken his attacks. And then I believe that Crasher Wake is the 5th gym leader. And after we get the 4th gym badge is when I believe I'm able to encounter Magby. I might actually be able to encounter Magby now, but I think his encounter rate in the underground becomes a lot better after Magby encounter rate in Grand Underground. BDSP. Let's see. A super low spawn rate though, so that's probably going to be the longest hunt. I think that one might actually end up being longer than let's see. He might actually be available already. One highways are large areas. We're going to see roaming. Only be found in specific Pokemon hideaways. Magby. There. Where is... I should have just went to a page that has like a list of it, right? That would have been a lot easier. Oh, right here. Okay. Magby can be found in the Volcanic Cave, Typho Cave, or Sandseer Cave in the Grand Underground. Spawn rates for Magby are low, so players may need to leave and return. Okay. So it's only specific to the Volcanic Cave, Typho Cave, and Sandseer Cave, which I think we have to get to the 4th gym leader to be able to encounter those. And then also the level that we will be getting Magby. Hopefully it's not over the level limit of Crasher Wake. I'm hoping that I can get Magby and get it to like Magmar or Magmortar status, because I'm pretty sure that Magmortar can learn Energy Ball. And if I have the ability to get Energy Ball by that time, I'm planning on using that. Because Energy Ball could definitely help out with not only Crasher Wake's team, but Bertha's team in the Elite Four too. Dark Litten, welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight, my friend? How were your tacos tonight, Dark Litten? On this wonderful Taco Tuesday. You love to see it. Tomboy says that would be devastating to lose your shinies. Yeah, that was the main thing. I've never actually done a Nuzlocke before. I do have intentions to do one, and I will probably stream it. But I didn't want to throw that much at myself at one time. I wanted to like ease myself into a Nuzlocke, you know? So I figured if I do like a monotype shiny run, the shiny hunting will fill a lot of like time and make the challenge a little bit more invested. Because like with a Nuzlocke, you're already invested because you just don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your Pokemon, you know? But this way, I won't lose them to a box and not get to use them. If I'm going to spend all this time shiny hunting these little boogers, we're using these guys. Excuse me. Dark Litten says I'm doing excellent. Thank you. I am glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Has anyone else experienced, is like the flu bug passing through your areas as well? Because I feel like the flu bug is pretty prominent in our town right now, and in our area in general. The weather is changing, especially this week. It's been getting very chilly. Very, very chilly. You know what? I did not send my brother a link to my stream. I should probably do that, because he always asks me to send him one. Better send it over to him right quick. Right quickly like. Mark Litton says no flu bug here, thank God. Nice. Yeah, I know. I feel like when the weather changes, it tends to kind of like bring it around. And then two, I'm probably more aware of it having children and them going to school where like they're just little walking petri dishes and they pass all that crap around. So yeah, that probably doesn't help the situation, you know? But I think it's kind of wild that, like, if you really think about things, you know, like where I'm at in Arizona, we could be experiencing the flu bug, and then like in the very same state, or like, you know, just a few hundred miles away in Phoenix, they like might not have anything going on, or in like little suburbs of Phoenix, you know? Such is the way life works. All right, we got a bronzer. We're out of here. Tomboy says that's why I don't do Nuzlocks. Also because I prefer playing the way I want to play. Hey, that is exactly my point. Everyone can choose to play the way they want to play. That's one cool thing. Like, I love the thing about Pokemon. I love is how the community is so like has generated these like alternative options to make the game more difficult if you would like to do them, you know. But what I don't like is when sometimes I feel like some people in the Nuzlocke community get a little bit too territorial of Nuzlocks and how to play them properly or not. And I just think that it's kind of goofy. Like, it's a video game. Anyone can play this game however they want to play it, you know? Like, if they choose to use items in battle and they want to call it a Nuzlocke still, or like, and you don't think that it's a Nuzlocke anymore because the way you play Nuzlocks is you don't have items in battle, who cares? Like, anyone can do what they want, you know? It's kind of like the joy of video gaming in general. If you've got a game that's fairly easy and you want to increase the difficulty because there's no difficulty meter in the game, do it however you want to do it. Tomboy says, I live in Arizona. Yo, that is sweet. It's a great state, my friend. It is a beautiful state. I love Arizona. It is nice. It is very nice. But yeah, it's been getting cold this past week. I live in the northwestern part of Arizona, right on the border of Arizona and California and Nevada. Haber. Hey. Arizona really is a beautiful state too. We're Gina and I are heading up to Prescott this weekend to celebrate her birthday. I'm pretty excited for it. And like Prescott, Arizona, they like decorate the downtown area super pretty for Christmas. And I've lived in this state literally my whole life, and I can't recall a time that I've been to Prescott for Christmas time. And what's even crazier is my grandparents have lived in Prescott Valley pretty much forever. And I don't think that we've gone to like them during Christmas time. Like they generally would come to us. But yeah, so I'm super excited. It'll be a good time. Gina and I are going to go up there kidless. Kids are going to be with another set of grandparents hanging out. So that'll be good, in safe hands. And then we get to go have some adult time together and enjoy the sights and beautiful city of Prescott, Arizona. Tomboy says, I've heard a lot of people don't like Arizona because it's too hot here, but I tolerate it because I'm an indoor person. Yeah, generally in the summertime, it does get very freaking hot. It gets super hot. But not in all parts of Arizona. Like if you're in the northeastern part of Arizona, or even just like the east side of Arizona, like up in the White Mountains, or if you're over by like Flagstaff, Kingman area, you know, like Winslow, all of that stuff, Williams. It's actually very nice temperatures there. It still gets pretty warm for most people, but it does get hot. It does get hot in the summertime. That's why I've got a pool. The pool helps out immensely. And where I live, we live right next to the river. So if ever it's too hot out, we can just go hang out by the Colorado River and cool off. Kristen says, to me, Arizona wasn't bad. Coming back through Vegas was worse. Yo, that's such a fact. If you're in like Vegas will tend to be like feel hotter sometimes than certain parts of Arizona too, just because of how like all the high rises, and you get the what is it, like the magnification heat. It's the same in like Phoenix area. If you're in the Phoenix area and you're like in downtown Phoenix, it gets super warm. So you could have like a hot day and then it's even hotter and it just feels like you're baking in that city. Lana says, back, sorry, I was making sheet pan chicken and boogie mashed potatoes. What is boogie mashed potatoes? I need to know what that is. Is the sheet pan chicken, is it like what you posted in Discord, Lana? My cousin and aunt used to, who used to live with me, live in Flagstaff. Flagstaff's a cool town. It's a super good city. I've been snowboarding there a few times, and it's a good college town. I do like, bougie, not boogie, bougie, fancy. Gotcha. Yes, bougie mashed potatoes. So what, you loaded them up with all like some delicious stuff? Please tell me you put bacon bits in it. Tell me you made fresh bacon, chopped it up, and put it in your mashed potatoes. And if you don't tell me yes, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be very, very sad, Lana. Mark Litton says, oh, Nuzlocks are way too difficult, so I play normally. Yeah, there are some out there that veer away from the Nuzlocks because they get too difficult. They do get too difficult for some, unfortunately. I've never actually, one thing I would like to do this like next spring probably, or fall, is head up to Flagstaff to do some hiking. I've been up there for snowboarding, and I know like during the springtime, I think I know that they have hiking trails there, but I think that the mountain resort is actually open for like mountain biking and stuff too. So that'd be kind of cool to try out. But yeah, super cool town, super cool city. I follow you now. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. Y'all, also, if you haven't already, or if you're not in the Discord, we do have a chatbot. I didn't check if chatbot was working before I started stream tonight. So we're just going to test it. But if you type in !Discord, it will generate a code that you can join the Fam Bam Discord. Check it out. It's great. Oddbro says, I think you can get more than just 4 fire types before the league in BDSP. There are ways to do it, but you have to complete the Pokedex, and that takes a lot of effort that I don't want to do because I'm already going to be shiny hunting these suckers. And I don't think Eevee is available until after you unlock the national dex. So most of the fire types are locked behind the national dex unlocking. And you don't unlock the national dex until you either A, beat the Elite Four and become champion, or B, complete your Pokedex. And to complete your Pokedex, oh shoot, this little sucker just rose its speed. It might attack before me. No, it doesn't. But yeah, if you complete your Pokedex, you can unlock the national dex. And when you become champion, you unlock the national dex. So there's 2 ways to do it. You could unlock the national dex before going into the Elite Four to become champion. And that way you open up a plethora of encounters in the underground. But I'm not doing that. Besides, it's cooler this way. It makes it more of a challenge. I'm gonna have to like, especially the Wake battle and Bertha. I'm gonna have to strategize. I'm gonna have to like make it make sense, you know? So I'm looking forward to it. Tomboy Game Rule says, I went to Arizona before. Arizona's super cool. I've taken the kids there. It's a fun little spot. I like honestly I like walking around in the Arizona area after you do like the drive-through. The drive-through part is really cool, but the like walking afterward is neat because you can go through like the little chicken coop they have and all the different petting areas. Then they have like a cool like cafeteria area that they have some mountain lions like just chilling in some big atrium areas. It's pretty cool. I do like Arizona. I like Williams in general. Williams is a really cool little town. Super cool little town. Oddbro says you don't have to catch the Pokemon for the decks. You just have to see them. Yeah, that's true. And there are quite a few that you can see before, but there's certain Pokemon that you have to like encounter with trainers, I believe. You are correct, Oddbro. You can unlock the national decks before the Elite Four. I'm going to be avoiding many of the battles. And it's going to be a little bit more challenging this way, so. And if I were to catch other Pokemon, it would totally mess up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle naming theme. And we can't do that. We're locked in. We're locked into this four horsemen of Pokemon right now. Join the Discord too. Welcome. I'm glad you found the Discord and joined in. It's a good little place, good little community building there. We got some cool little channels. A lot of people like to post in the food channel, the shinies, of course, showing off your shinies that you find in the Pokemon games is always fun. Oddbro says I was going to ask you about it on Discord, but then I thought, he's not going to want to do that. Yeah, no, exactly. I'm already going to make this, this challenge run difficult enough. You guys already suffered through the briefcase simulator. You want me to make you suffer through encounter after encounter in the underground? You're already going to see that with the Magmy hunt. We're fortunate that the Houndoom hunt only took 7 encounters. We are so fortunate that it only took 7 encounters, because I have a feeling that when it comes to Magby, we are going to be stuck in the underground for so long that I might go crazy. You guys might go crazy. We're going to all be singing together. The Discord can't be that nice because I got allowed in there. What are you trying to say, Lana? You're not a nice person? Are you just bashing yourself right now? That's not nice. You shouldn't do that to yourself. I should have really kept track of like all the encounters we've done, because now that I think about it, deprivation jokes, let's go. Now that I think about it, if we're talking odds, yeah, gosh darn it, I should have totally kept track of every encounter. I've only been keeping track of the Ponyta encounters. Oh my goodness. Did you put her to bed, or is it bedtime right now? Okay. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. All right. Had to give little Isla Bina a kiss goodnight. Give her a good little kiss goodnight. All right. Karaoke night. You said we'd be singing. I call first dibs on the mic. Yo. Yeah, if I go crazy in the underground, there's a good chance that my... There we go. That my... what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking right now. My American Idol auditions might start up again. You guys have heard it before when I've been shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. When I start singing, my sanity, yes, the sanity will go out the window. Especially because Magby's such a rare Pokemon in the underground. I'm gonna be going in and out of the caverns that he spawns in, or the cavern that I post up next to, so many times to get the spawn. Oddbro says, I was thinking that Flareon could be Master Splinter because he's hairy. Actually, that would be really good. That would be super good. I do want to, gosh dang it. I set my chair too low. I do want to shiny hunt Heatran after completing the game too. So once I become champion, I was thinking like, okay, either I could shiny hunt Arceus or like a legendary. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm doing a fire type only run. And I can't remember someone else mentioned it in chat actually a few streams ago. And they asked if I was going to do Heatran at the end. And I think that'd be a really good way to like put a bow on everything and finish this run in style, is get a shiny Heatran in BDSP. And because you don't have to do like anything crazy, you just go through that little, you go through the cave with, I can't even remember what the NPC's name is. There's an NPC that you find, and then you like, you go through the cave with him in doubles battles, and then he brings you to the end, and then you encounter Heatran there. And I think that soft resetting for Heatran would be a really cool hunt and a good way to end this playthrough. So I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. You got your shiny Houndoom in Houndoom in only 7 encounters. Yeah, it was insane. I couldn't believe it. I lost my mind. Especially because like I was dreading starting the hunt for Houndoom because I had we literally the stream before had finished the briefcase simulator and got Mikey. I leveled him up, got our first gym badge. We get to the next town where we're supposed to take on Gardenia, and the underground opens up, and I was like, hey, you know what? We might as well just knock this out the way now, because as soon as we finish Gardenia, we were going to have the Ponyta hunt. And I thought to myself, we've already endured the briefcase simulator. If we have to do back-to-back underground and then this hunt, I might lose it. And so I was like, screw it. We're just gonna get our Houndoom before. I'm locking it in. We've already got one badge. And yeah, Houndoom shined for us in 7 encounters. I was stunned. It's such a good reaction. I've rewatched that reaction a couple times just because I feel like that's probably my best shiny reaction I've ever had. And also before streaming, I didn't ever record any of my shiny reactions, you know? So it's kind of cool to like have that as like a video diary of sorts of these activities, which is really cool. I think it's going to be neat to be able to like look back on these things years down the road and see what I've accomplished, you know, as far as like video games go. Lana says, let me on the mic. I kill some Elvis songs and some Bon Jovi. Yo, Bon Jovi would be super good. I would love to hear you sing some Bon Jovi, Lana. I remember on some of our late nights hots plays, we would get the vocals warmed up and going during our playing together, our playing time, our ladder climbing. Tomboy says, I read your about page and you're a dad. What are your babies' names? I am a dad. I am a father to 4 children, 4 beautiful children, and they are all amazing in their own little ways. But yeah, I have 4 babies, 2 girls, 2 boys. The oldest is named Aubrey. Then there's Chandler, Liam, and the baby Isla. I call her Beanie. She's a little bean sprout. Gosh dang it. My freaking chest kind of hurts tonight. I in CrossFit the past 2 days, we did the assault bike in our workouts. And I'm telling you what, fam bam, that freaking machine destroys me. Kristen says, did you ever play, or did you ever hear of or play Legend of the Dragoon? I did. So I had a point in junior high. Actually, what's funny is my friend Cody that I was talking about earlier in stream from California. He now lives in Colorado. He's the one that introduced me to Pokemon. He also introduced me to Final Fantasy. When we were like junior high age, I think 7th or 8th grade was when Final Fantasy 8 came out. And he freaking sunk so much time into Final Fantasy 8, like an extreme amount of time. And so we would do like sleepover nights, you know, and as kids. And when I was in junior high, there was still Blockbuster around, and so we would have like we would go rent video games, you know, as young teenagers, young nerdy video gamers. And yeah, we'd always like rent video games together. He had Final Fantasy 8, but like at that time, like when I was in junior high, was when Final Fantasy like 7 was huge and just did really, really well. And that was like probably 5th or 6th grade for me. So then 8 came out like 7th or 8th grade. And so 8 was just like super huge, you know, like everyone was playing it because of how well 7 did. And yeah, so he played a lot of 8, and then the Final Fantasy games kind of spurred like a lot of those like turn-based RPG games. And yeah, so I played Legend of Dragoon because of that. That's what you're playing right now, and it's only like $7. You gotta love it. What's crazy is someone posted in the Discord about the Sega titles, that the Sega titles are going to be like taken off of Steam and the digital stores for PlayStation and Nintendo and Xbox, or like certain titles are. which is really sad, because there's some classics, man. Like I remember playing Streets of Rage with my cousins, and we had those adapters for the Genesis to where you could have like 4 controllers, you know, and play all 4 or 3 characters in the first game. I think 4 in the second game. But yeah, we would hang out. I had my older cousin Christopher, and my 2 younger cousins Blake and Cameron. We'd always like get together and have video game nights. I remember, oh dude, such good times pulling all-nighters together, and we would build like pillow forts in our room, like turn the entire room into a pillow fort. And like our entertainment center that had the television in it with the consoles hooked up to it would just have like sheets over it and big freaking tents everywhere. We had so much fun. Nice names for my children. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like them too. I think they're pretty good. I'm a little partial though. Oddbro says, I was thinking, oh, I already read that one. Heat Trans like a final boss for shiny fire type hunts. Yes, exactly. Exactly, like the final boss. The final raid boss will be Heatran. And we will get our Heatran, that's for sure. Why can't one of these Ponyta? That was like not even a step. Oh, it's another Ponyta. Encounter number 100. How many Ponyta encounters do you think we're gonna get through, y'all? How many encounters do you think it's gonna take to find our shiny Donnie? Donnie the Ponyta. I feel like I'm gonna have to use Ponyta in the battle with Candace just to like let Ponyta shine at some point through this playthrough, because I don't think it's going to. Its moveset is hot garbage, y'all. What am I gonna teach this thing to make it like useful? I'm probably just gonna use it as like a cannon fodder in the Cynthia fight. Poor Donnie's for sure gonna have one death. We're gonna go through making sure that we're gonna like give one Pokemon the like MVP award of the playthrough. Donnie's not gonna get it because he's guaranteed. He's already fighting an uphill battle. We haven't even caught him yet. This purple flamed horse, it don't stand a chance. Throat. Uh-oh. Kristen, are the graphics updated on the PS5 for those like old school games? Or are they just directly ported over? I feel like that would be a little tough to play because of the graphics. I know like at the time playing through those games, don't come down sick on us again. I know. It's like, dude, I don't know what happened. At some point when I was drinking my coffee, I like swallowed down the wrong windpipe or the wrong pipe, and it's like irritated my throat. It's not sickness. It's not sickness. I'm good. But what I was saying is, okay, those old school PlayStation games, like I know at the time they were good graphics, but I've gone back and looked at some of those games. Like if you go back and play through some of it, it is a struggle, fam. It is a struggle. Like I would rather, well, I like BDSP graphics, unfortunately. I know it's unpopular opinion, but I think that the chibi sprites are cool. And I wish that Game Freak would do this. If they remake Black and White and I play Black and White this way, I would love it. I would love it. It gives me the nostalgia trip, but also kind of updates the graphics. I know everyone's like, why can't they just bring the game to the modern graphics and then do it that way? Like how like people were expecting BDSP to basically play and look like Sword and Shield, you know, because Oras did. Oras looked like X and Y, but they didn't. They made this chibi stuff. I think it's cool, but a lot of people hate it. And I feel like because of that take and a lot of people hating it, BDSP graphics are better than old school PlayStation graphics by far. And if you don't agree, you need to go boot up an old school PlayStation game or original Xbox game and look at that, because your eyes will burn. And it'll make you realize how far we've come and how grateful we should be for the consoles we have now. This one's old school, but I love it. It is fun at times to like have some of that nostalgia hit, but I can only take so much of it, if I'm being honest. Like when I modded my my Game Boy Advance SP. Oh, perfect. We're nighttime. We're getting Zubats now. When I modded my Game Boy Advance SP, the first game I wanted to play was Leaf Green, and I booted up. I have the game up to like, I think Surge. I think I got the Thunder badge. But after I got that, I kind of like, guys, there's so many good quality of life changes that Game Freak has made to these video games to make them so much better. So much better. Tomboy says my real name is Sabrina. Well, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to know your real name. I appreciate the trust. And welcome, Sabrina, to the Fam Bam. Welcome. I'm allowed to get sick 4 or 5 times in 3 months, Lana says. What? Why are you allowed to get sick that often? No one should be sick that much. I just love Rose and Maru so much. Hey, characters are awesome. Dude, I'm trying to think of like, okay, the first, what the heck was the little wiggle that Mikey did? Did anyone see that? Does anyone know what that is? In BDSP, I don't know what that mechanic is. He did like a little jiggle. Anyways, that's another Ponyta encounter. I think the first game that I played that I really fell in love with the main character in a way that like has transcended through video games for me was Final Fantasy IX. And I think you're supposed to pronounce his name Zidane, like the soccer player, because the whole like esque of Final Fantasy IX is like the theater and French background and things like that. So I think his name's supposed to be pronounced Zidane. But yeah, anyways, he was just a cool character. And I really took to that game. That was like the first, I played a lot of those, like, what the heck is the jiggle for? I don't understand what this jiggle's for. But yeah, so that was like the first, it's, that game came out in a time like I was talking about earlier, like when Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, it was like, I don't know, a 4 or 5 year span when those games came out. So a bunch of like first person, or not first person, the turn-based RPGs were like a huge thing. And Final Fantasy 9 was the first one that I actually completed. I played a lot of them and I would get through like halfway through and then I would just move on to the next game. So Final Fantasy 9, that one always like kind of stuck with me. I never played any other Final Fantasies after 9. But yeah, it was such a good one. Yeah, Lana pronounced it Zidane. Either or. 9 is considered one of the best Final Fantasies. Like within the Final Fantasy community it is, or I always thought that 7 is like 7 and 10 2, right? Are like some of the most loved storylines in the Final Fantasy space. I just remember the crazy thing about Final Fantasy 9. Halfway through the game, you had to take the first disc out and put another disc in. That was like wild for me because I had never. So like, I can't remember if you did that in 7 or 8. One of the two, I think you had to do it as well. And I never got to that point, but I remember getting that point in 9 and thinking, holy crap, I'm like almost done with this game, but you're not, you're only like halfway in. And then I got to the end, I was like, holy crap, this game is so great. The friendship based thing, he's getting friendlier to you. Oh, okay. The jiggle means his friendship's getting better. Porky Pig talk like that. Oddbro says the same thing. The shake that Mikey did means that his friendship is high. Nice. Okay. I did not know that about this game. He must be sleepy. Why is he sleepy? Oddbro says you're hunting with odds of 1 in 4,096, but you only get those odds about 35 to 45% of the time from Ponyta's encounter rate. So your effective odds are about 1 in 11,703 in the morning and at night, and 1 in 1,9102 in the daytime. Yo, that is some stats right there. Considering that we're primarily hunting this thing at night, I feel like the effective odds are probably more leaning towards that 11,000 mark that you brought up, Odd Bro. And is that because the Zubat takes up another spot in the encounter table? Yeah. So it probably increases that that rate. Ooh, that's fun to know. So like the first hour of stream was the 1 in 9,102 odds, but now we're in that 11,703 range, which is a chunk. It's a chunk. But the thing is we're not seeing as many Geodude now. I mean, as I say it, he just pops on the screen. I say that as we encounter a Geodude. You're walking around a lot, so when he's in the front of the party, it increases his friendship then. What did I miss here? Lana said, I always forget that there's a Pokemon or a character in Pokemon named after me. Yeah, one of the best. Among critics, 9 is considered one of the best Final Fantasy games. Ah, okay. 7's mostly nostalgia goggles. It's really good, but critically, 9 is considered one of the best. Nice. I never realized that. 9 was so good. That was the first, yeah, like I already said, that was the first time I got like really locked into a turn-based RPG that I was like in it, you know? I mean, besides Pokemon, of course. Pokemon I was like into as a kid. And then I got to the point where like I kind of got into junior high and high school range. And then I started playing a lot of sports video games. Those were the games that I would like dump hours into because I would do like those like, God, I love Crickettoon's Call. It's just so good. I would do like those like season long playthroughs where your team would advance to the next season in franchise modes in like sports games. And I don't know what it was, man. I would just spend days, weeks, months playing those stupid games. Legend of Dragoon was 4 discs long, Kristen said. Holy crap. I don't remember that, but I don't doubt it. I probably only got through like the first disc, if I'm being honest, if I got through the first disc. Lana says you do it in all the older Final Fantasy games, changing discs. So even in 7 had multiple discs too, right? I'm not off there. I know 8 did, and I know 9 did. Because I remember Cody having the case for 8, and it was like a freaking novel, the CD case, because it had like, I think it had 3 or 4 discs. There's different things the game says when he's getting more friendly to you too. Ah, okay. So it'll put out the little dimensions and whatnot. Oddbro says Ponyta's encounter rate is 45% in the day and morning, and night is 35%. Oh. I just thought it was 35% at all times. So that's why we were encountering more Ponyta the first hour or so of stream until, well, what time is it? I'm almost 2 hours into stream. So there you go. There you go. Makes sense. Good old Crickettoon and his mustache. Doesn't Crickettoon just have major dad bod are like dad vibes. Look at him with his mustache and then his portly belly. He just looks like a dad that's ready to like work on a car and drink some beer. You know? Uh-oh, I better tap dad on vibrate there. Put my phone on vibrate so it don't make too much noise over there on the side. I'm gonna have to take a potty here soon, Fam Bam. Take a little potty break. Wonder how many encounters we're into this hunt total. Because you figure I've only been counting the ponytail encounters. There have been plenty of other encounters as well. I would venture to guess that we're coming up on the 500 to 600 range. Oops. On encounters. Lana says I have 7 had multiple discs, and I think I have an original copy of 7 still in my collection. Yo, that's probably a great collection piece to have. I bet Final Fantasy VII goes for a hot ticket. Oh, I should have fought him. What? I bet Final Fantasy VII goes for a hot ticket. Did you play the remakes, Lana? The Final Fantasy VII remakes? I think did they just release the second portion earlier this year? And then like the third portion is going to be the finale. The finale. Yes, I guess even in modern games, they're making you change discs. It's just a completely different game. They just finished the remakes. Wait, so it was... They just finished... So the second portion was done then? Like after the second portion they were done? Or did they actually... I've got a buddy that a buddy named Craig that pops in here every now and then. He's a big Final Fantasy VII nerd. I want to play the original first. Did you never play the original Final Fantasy VII? Oh, my bad. I thought all 3 came out. We're waiting on 3. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought there were the 2 portions or the 2 pieces are out, and then the third one's coming out, I think, this next year, right? I believe. I think maybe. Who doesn't love Crickettoon's call? It's so funny. It's such a good one. It's so iconic too. Like that's a call that you will never miss. If someone just blind shoots you a Pokemon call and they're like, all right, guess this Pokemon. If you hear Crickettoon, you know it's Crickettoon. In my Tower of Shame, I was thinking of streaming all the games I never finished. Yo, wait, so you just didn't finish it? You didn't finish 7. So you've played 7, you just didn't finish it, or you've never even cracked 7 open? Don't you guys think it's kind of odd that fighting type... Okay, so fighting type and bug type are both ineffective to each other. They're both like not super effective to each other. And I think that's kind of odd because I feel like fighting type is super effective against rock and steel, but it's not super effective against bugs. Like you can break rock and bend steel with your fists, but you can't smash a bug with your fist. I'm pretty sure that last time I checked, this sucker right here is the best fly swatter I've ever handled. Tilted now the cookies came out wrong. Oh no. The worst. Did you burn them, Lana? Did you burn the cookies? Gina went to see a live performance of Annie that the little theater troupe did in town, and this last week, and my cousin came up with her daughter, and she made these like chocolate chip cookies that were like salted chocolate chip cookies, homemade ones, and guys. I need you guys to realize, like, these cookies were so freaking good. They were like unbelievably good. I'm letting them cool first before I start panicking. That's what you're making is salted chocolate chip cookies? Shut the front door. I like my carnivorous plants for bugs. Wait, carnivorous plants for bugs? Yeah, but that still doesn't make any sense for why the bug types are ineffective against fighting and why fighting types are ineffective against bugs. Like, I still think that fighting types, if not super effective, they should be just normally effective. Like, come on. How are they not normally effective against bugs? Did you see my cinnamon rolls on Crispy's Discord? They finally turned out perfect. No, I need to go check out Crispy's Discord. Are you kidding me? Gina sent me like a Instagram creator, like one of the food creators that she follows. She sent me one of their cinnamon roll videos and my mouth was just like drooling. There's so many. First of all, people on the internet are very talented. I think it's cool. And when they do stuff to make food like even more delicious looking than it normally does, it is so good. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. This Crickettoon's taking the flaming wheel from Mikey. Get on out. Later. Lana says I'm making Ghirardelli salted caramel chocolate chip cookies. Yo, that sounds phenomenal. Okay, Mikey has hit the level cap that we want him at. I think I should just put Leo in the front of the party. Mikey's gonna chill in the boxes and we are going to, oops, wrong button. We're hopping on our bike and we're heading back to the Pokemon Center to heal up. Good old Crickettoon cry. Sabrina says it'd be funny if a friend had Crickettoon's cry as their ringtone. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Like if you're what if you're just in like an office setting and you're in cubicles and then like, you know, like the person 2 cubicles over just has Crickettoon's cry as their ringtone and like a family member calls them. It's just going off in the middle of the office. I would lose it. I would love it so much. Delta, welcome to the stream tonight, my friend. How are your tacos on this Tuesday, Delta? How were they? Oh, I can't even fight this thing. I could just hit it with some smogs, but let's just go get our bites back. Let's just go get our bites back. I need to increase the ponyta encounter counter. Praying they cool and come out right. I'm sure they'll be fine. Kristen says, I'm just saying I'm not smashing bugs with my hand. Oh, because I talked about my fly swatter. Gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. I'm going to heal up my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. And then I'm going to go use the restroom. I'm going to take a quick potty break. Rest my Pokemon? Yes, I would, Nurse Joy. Oh no, the cookies are a dud. No, that's no bueno. What happened to them, Lana? Did the centers cave in? Oh no, not good. Rip cookies, RIP. Pour one out for the homies, y'all. The cookies suffered. There will be better days. Do I want to rest my Pokemon out again? Okay. All right, fam. I'm going to go to the little boys' room. I will be back in like a hop, skip, and a jump. So sit tight, chat amongst yourselves. Lana, don't stress those cookies too bad. And I'll be back before you know it. I gotta turn the mic back on. We're good, fam. We are back. Sorry, I took a little bit longer because I made a little pit stop after the potty and went and gave Gina a smoocherooski. And then also I was looking for my chapstick and then realized that I left it in my gym bag, which is in my truck. So I had to go back to my bathroom area and dig out a chapstick in my toiletry drawer so that I could, you know, get my lips all moisturized and ready to go so that I can keep hunting these Ponyta. But anyways, we're back. We're ready to go. Let's do it. Pokemon Go Master says, what's up, bro? Remember me? I do remember you. Thank you for dropping by stream again. And thank you for announcing your arrival into chat. I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday, Pokemon Go Master. And how were your tacos today? What kind of tacos did you have? Oh, I got to turn the speed on the bike so I can get up the trail. Anna says, recipe, double check that everything that's supposed to be in it is. It might be that because I had to hand mix stuff, it didn't blend properly. Uh-oh. You didn't properly mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. I had to think for a minute because I remembered we do want to knock out the Ponyta for the speed EVs. Kristen says, that's my problem with bread sometimes. It's way harder to mix by hand, but I still try. Yo, you just get like a forearm from Popeye. Like Popeye's, what the heck's it called? His, spinach forearms. There we go. When he eats his spinach and his arms just get like massive. That'd be the one. That'd be the one. Fajita tacos are the best. Nice. You love to see it. You love to see it. I love a good like fajita veggies, you know, like the bell peppers with the onions. Oh man. So freaking good. Kristen says, my next attempt is pizza dough. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Yo, stop it right now. I hope it turns out so good. Pizza dough's fairly easy because you can just do like, it's just like flour, water, and egg, right? And then like mix together. Oh, maybe a little bit of oil. You probably need a little bit of oil in there too. Did I get the shiny Chimchar? I did get the shiny Chimchar as well as the shiny Houndoom. And now we are 2 badges in. We're on our 3rd hunt. We're looking for a shiny Ponyta. I've got a feeling that we're gonna phase on Geodude. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we don't phase on Geodude. Maybe we just truck right along and get our Ponyta. No? Do it to it. Guys, do you think I should be keeping track of every encounter that I'm doing right now? I feel like I should have done that. I'm so far off of it now though that I don't know that we can go back. I think I'm already stuck to this encounter chain. So this idea of just keeping track of the Ponyta encounters. I could, I guess, go back to the last stream and then maybe count up every encounter that way. Eesh, that would be fun. I guess I'd have to go back to last stream and this stream after I finish tonight. And then just count them up. And then that way I could just do the total encounters. And then maybe just keep track of the phase amount or like where we phased at. I don't know. I'm not sure how I want to do it now. Pokemon Go Master says, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I only stayed for like 5 to 10 minutes, but see you. See you. What days do you stream? I stream every Tuesday and every other Sunday. Every Tuesday and every other Sunday. And no worries, not a problem at all that you were here for 5 to 10 minutes. I appreciate you stopping in at all and checking out the stream and saying hello and what's up. That's all that matters. Did those cookies that you mentioned taste like heaven? Oh my gosh, I know, the salted caramel chocolate chip. It just sounds like heaven when you say it out loud, you know? Delta asks, how have you been? I've been pretty good. Besides last week and having, I didn't knock out the ponytail I needed to. Besides last week and having a little bit of a stomach issue or a stomach bug, I've been pretty good. I can't complain too much. Things are going pretty well in the business space. I've got my pool route kicking and going. I'm actually talking to another guy that has his own pool route, and he's looking to sell some accounts. So I possibly might be purchasing some pool stops from another pool guy in town. We'll see how that works out. So that'd be kind of cool. Kids are doing well, getting ready for Christmas, so that's good. I'm really excited for this weekend, though. We're going to be heading up to Prescott, Arizona for Gina's birthday. Her birthday's next week, and it should be a good time. I'm pretty excited to go check out Prescott for Christmas time because they like decorate it and make it all pretty there. So that'll be fun. Pokemon Go Master says, see you next Tuesday and Sunday. Yo, we will see you then, my friend. I hope you have a great evening, and I'll be live on this coming Sunday. Next Tuesday, I won't be live. That's Gina's birthday. I will not be live next Tuesday. And I hope you get your shiny ponytail. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope I do too. Kristen says, I would just count ponytail too, but I don't know. It could do total. Yeah, because I was thinking like any of these can shine technically. But I want to keep track of like the encounters of ponytail more specifically. So I think it's okay this way. I think we're fine. I think we're fine doing it like this. At least everything is well. Delta says, yes, sir. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate it. I appreciate you caring about your boy, you know? Checking in on things. Kristen says, you're selling accounts. Wouldn't the people just switch? Oh, you mean like me purchasing them? They would just switch away from me back to the original route. So like in the pool industry, when that kind of happens, there's like clauses and things put into the contract to keep that from happening. And if it does happen, then it's like a payback from the original seller to protect the purchaser from those types of things happening. So there's some nuance to it. And yeah, it's kind of odd purchasing pools. Like in a service-based industry, it's kind of a weird thing. And a big reason why I hadn't done it yet. But this person that's selling some of their route is a pretty well liked person in town. And then also one of the builders I know, one of the pool builders, works with him construction wise and actually feeds him some accounts. So I know that they're good accounts. So it should work out pretty fine. The thing is with this guy, he's got a few routes. And so the stops that he's going to be selling me are actually on a route that one of his employees runs, and his employee is moving out of town. And so he's kind of like stuck in a position where he doesn't know if he wants to. He was either considering selling or having them just kind of like go find new stops, or yeah, kind of gets into a weird position at that point. So it's a small enough route to where he could take them on and do them himself. but it's like close to 50 pools actually total. But I'm looking at just probably purchasing like 20 of them. It's like people's home pools. Yes, exactly. Weekly maintenance and cleaning for residential pools. Keeping track of the pool equipment, some minor repairs here and there, pool pump replacements, things like that, plumbing. I'm not so savvy with the electrical end of things. But I know people. I've been in the pool industry for a long time, for actually most of my life. It's crazy to think about it. I was thinking about it a couple weeks ago, actually. It's been like, I think like close to 15 years that I've been in the pool industry as a whole. So I've got a lot of experience in the pool industry, which is pretty wild to think about. Another orange maned ponyta. Could you imagine if one of these just like pops in tonight? That would be so insane. Getting two shinies like super rapid succession like that. I mean, I feel like that's how it happened with the Houndoom though, you know? No intentions of it coming into play. And there he was. There was our Leo. There she was, actually. I'm used to like Leo the Ninja Turtle being a boy, you know? So, oh, I'm supposed to knock it out for the speed EVs. But yeah, our Leo is a girl. Our Leo, the leader, is a girl. Look at how pretty she is in all her glory, too. Game Freak really went all out with like the gender differences in Diamond and Pearl. They were like, all right, we need a new way to spice up these forms. So we're just going to give like almost every Pokemon a gender difference. And even the older ones, like they're getting them too. They're just handing out gender differences to Pokemon like Oprah hands out gifts at her shows, you know? You get a gender difference. You get a gender difference. Every Pokemon gets a gender difference. Even some of them are like so subtle you can't even tell. Knock out the Zubat. Give us a speed EV. Look at that. All right, when Leo levels up, we should see a pretty good jump in the speed stat. A pretty good increase in the speed stat. Let's see what we get. I think we'll get a level up here. I hope we do. We should get a level up here, at least. Delta, if you're looking for the shiny luck message that the bot puts out there, you just got to put the exclamation point, shiny luck, all one word. Do. Good old Cricketune. Lana, did you only have the one batch of cookies to make, or did you have like some standby cookies just in case this happened? I'm starting to feel real bad for the cookie situation. I'm like running through ideas of like how you could right the wrong. That way it's ready. I got nothing, just this. Oh no. Oh no. Are you committed? Like, does work know that you're gonna be bringing cookies tomorrow? Are you fully committed? Oh, we only got 2 speed increase. Come on, that's no fun. Oh, they know you're committed? Oh no. Looks like you got a store run in the morning to do. Did you tell them that it was going to be the Ghirardelli salted caramel chocolate chip ones? Because if you did that, then you're really up shit creek without a paddle. That would be the ultimate not good thing. Did you tell them if I mess up, I'm bringing sugar cookies, so I'll get those tomorrow? There you go. Perfect. You've already laid like a groundwork for the fail safe. You're good to go. I'm not bringing this trash in. Oh no. You'll be committed to it another night now. Bring in the good ones at a later time. Monkey Boy's back. Welcome back, Monkey Boy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Still hunting the ponyta. Yes, we are. Still hunting our little ponyta. Looking for the blue flamed pony. A reputation to uphold here. you got to set the groundwork in case you already knew that you were gonna fudge it up. So you're like, hey, in case I do, knowing myself, knowing that I could totally botch these cookies, I'm just gonna let my coworkers know that if I do botch the cookies, you're getting sugar cookies instead of the good ones, and then I'll make up for it by remaking the good ones another day. You can't hate it though. It's not a bad way to go. Gina's mom brought us some fudge that Gina's mom's a physical therapist, and one of her patients made homemade fudge and brought it into the office for like all of the people that work in her office. And so she brought us the fudge. Oh my goodness, Fam Bam. This fudge, I don't know. This might be the best fudge I've ever tasted. It is freaking good. It's like rich and creamy and delicious and so good. Like the texture is perfect and the taste is just phenomenal. I think I had like, I don't know, probably 6 pieces of it already. It's like cut into pretty small little portions, like bite-sized pieces. But I'm pretty sure I had like probably between 6 and 10 pieces already. And she gave it to us in like this, I don't know, it's like a holiday tin that's probably like the size of like a watch case. It is so good. I love the holidays for that. When people start sharing like all their sweet treats and stuff. I've got a sweet tooth. I've got a sweet tooth from Get Out, you know? Like it's probably not good. It's like an unhealthy amount that I like to eat of sweets, but I can't help myself. Good old Cricketoon with his portly belly. He kind of looks like a bowling pin. I never really thought of it like that, but he does kind of look like a bowling pin, you know? As long as we don't get a golden nugget. The golden nugget popping in. I've got a feeling that it's gonna happen though. I've got a feeling that we're gonna get the little golden popcorn boy. Gonna try smaller cookie dough rolls and baking longer. We'll see. Wait, smaller and longer bake. What happened to the cookies, Lana? Like, what did they look like? I don't know if you're able to, but you might want to hunt Ponyta on Route 210. It has much better chance of appearing. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the that's the route I'm on. The one underneath the cycling bridge is the best encounter rate. Oh, I'm on 206. No, 206 is down that way. This is, watch, when I walk in here. Oh, it didn't even pop up. I'm on 206, yeah. 210 has a better one? Is 210 the one out of Orberg into... I thought that it was only like a 10% encounter rate on the other... Let me see here. Now you got me second guessing myself. I think 210 is down over here, right? Oh, don't go in there. Did I already face them? No. Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to face them. Gosh dang it. Emperor Anthony. Daniel's back. Welcome back, Daniel. Oh, he's got a Ponyta too. Look at that. 210 is the route that is outside of Eterna City, correct? I might have to double check it. He's got the worst Ponyta. At least it'll give us a speed EV. That's all that matters here. Is that his only Pokemon, or did he have more? Route 210 BDSP. Oh, it's just above Salacion Town? It's a 30% chance there in the morning, 50% chance in the day. Well, it's only a 30% chance at night. But the daytime rates actually are pretty good. So the route that I'm on, it should be is it 35 or 45% rate that I'm on, I think. Route 210. Wait. Route 210 BDSP. Not 210, 206. Route. Try this again. Route 206 BDSP. I think, because I looked it up before I did this one. Okay, 35% in the morning. It's 45% during the day. And then it drops back to 35% at night, which is what we're hunting it at right now. So it's slightly higher right now. And then during the daytime, it's slightly less, but the encounter table is smaller. So on 210, you've got 5 possible encounters. And then on 206, you've only got 4, except for the evening, which we're in right now. So then the nighttime encounter table is the same. I don't know. Oliver Barrett, welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight, my friend? How are your tacos today, Oliver? How were your tacos this evening? Yeah, but no, that's a pretty good point. It's the daytime rates are actually a lot better. So it might not be a bad idea to try and get over to Salacion Town. And I've got to go that route. I've got to go that way anyways. Pachirisu. What does Pachirisu give? Does Pachirisu give? Pachirisu. What kind of EVs does this little thing give? Speed points for this too? Look at us. Is this thing gonna go first? Let me see. Oh, it is going first, but counter's not really gonna be. Yeah, if it's not doing a whole lot of damage, counter's not really gonna hit hard enough for us here. Sabrina says, oh no. Oh no, because aw. Did he just nuzzle me? He did. That little turd. Full para. We got the full para on the turn after. That's a pretty good hit. Okay. We're just going for another bite. Get another bite, go to the Pokemon Center, get healed up, and then head back to our hunt. No, but no, that was a good point to actually bring up there, Monkey Boy, is the daytime rates. The only thing is, though, is I'm not going to hunt this off stream. I've already promised you guys that every hunt in this playthrough, this entire playthrough is going to be on stream. I'm not doing anything off stream to like speed up the process. None of that kind of crap. We're going wholehearted into the fire, and you guys are along for the ride, the entire ride. Well, I might as well go grab this item while I'm here. Got a super potion. That's good. Oops. There we go. So no, that was a good point to bring up though. Oliver says, I did not have tacos. Well, that's okay. I didn't have tacos tonight either. I had pasta. But I always ask. It's Tuesday, you know? It's the day of tacos. You gotta eat tacos on Tuesday, or at least a lot of the times. And a lot of the times I do have tacos on Tuesdays. So there is that, you know? I'm not a complete fraud on the Tuesday taco having. Just the past couple weeks I have been, mainly because Gina's getting sick of it. It was not for lack of effort. We have some fish in the freezer, and I definitely mentioned breaking out and de-thawing the fish for some fish tacos today. And she was not down for it. She was like, she's so over Mexican food right now, because we actually have been eating quite a bit of it. And like even some of the meals that we've made at home are like have been Mexican inspired and things like that. So she's just kind of over the Taco Tuesday stuff. But yeah, we'll get there. We will get there. We'll have tacos again. Oliver said I had Mexican tonight. Hey, that is good. You may not have had tacos, but you did have Mexican food, so you pretty much had tacos, you know? If you like use the transitive property, you had tacos. It's Tuesday, you had tacos, you followed the rules. I'm giving you the brownie points. I'm giving you the brownie points, Oliver. Sabrina says Houndoom is a special attacker. He is a special attacker. But this Houndoom, I haven't like gotten to any points of getting good TMs for him yet. And his move set, his like learned move set, he doesn't learn another level until I think 20 or another move until 28. He will get a dark move at 28 though, if I remember. Let's go back to Sarah B and double check this. Uh-oh, I wasn't supposed to attack that Cricketune. We don't want attack EVs for Houndoom. We just want speed EVs. We need our Houndoom to be faster than the Flash. All right, let's see here. Gen 8 for BDSP. Okay, standard level up is the same across both games. No, it's not. Okay, so that's TMs, egg moves. Ooh, what kind of egg moves? He can get. Dude, he gets some good egg moves. I should have. Maybe Masuda method. Oh, I can teach him solar beam. Oh, fam. I think we have our Crasher Wake answer. I was already planning on teaching him Sunny Day. Does he get Sunny Day? Oh, please tell me he can learn Sunny Day. He does. Okay. He can learn Sunny Day and he can learn Solar Beam. Yo, we might have our Crasher Wake answer in Leo. Okay, anyways, point being, beat up. Oh, that doesn't help me. Beat up won't be good. And he doesn't get Fire Fang until level 30, which is like his first fire attack. But we'll just teach him Flamethrower once we get to Eterna City to take on Maylene. Because we'll have the big department store there. And I'll just buy a Flamethrower TM and teach it to him so that we have an actual special attack. He doesn't get Foul Play until 45. What the crazy? His learned moveset kind of stinks, if I'm being honest. I think we're gonna need to teach him Nasty Plot too. Nasty Plot is probably gonna be a necessity. Oliver asks what my favorite Pokemon is. My favorite Pokemon is Raichu. Good old fashioned Cantonian Raichu. I've got my Raichu up here, just chilling. Oh, regular stream can't see him. My little sitting cutie Raichu. And then you can't kind of see him. I could maybe, let me see. Can you see him in the face cam? Kind of. Regular stream can see him in the computer. He's powering up my computer with his buddy Pikachu over here. So I love me Raichu. Raichu is the best boy. The best of the best. He's been my favorite since the beginning. Since the dawn of my Pokemon fandom. Actually, not since the beginning, but pretty shortly after I started becoming a Pokemon fan. One of the early episodes of the Pokemon anime I remember watching was when Ash takes on Lieutenant Surge, and I just loved his Raichu so much, like how powerful he was. And then you like I think that's the first instance in the anime where you learn that Pikachu has an evolution. And I just think like I played the game a lot before watching the anime, and so knowing like as they evolve and get stronger, I just always like the stronger Pokemon, you know? So Raichu was my boy. I kind of disliked Pokemon Yellow for the fact that you couldn't evolve your Raichu and or your Pikachu into Raichu, but I just kind of made do with it, you know? Because I like the fact that you could have Pikachu following you. Melissa, welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight, Melissa? How are your tacos today, friends? Oliver says your favorite is Mewtwo. That's a good Pokemon to like. That is a good Pokemon to like. I keep wanting to attack the Kricketune because I was used to attacking them with Mikey, but I keep forgetting we're going for speed EVs on Leo. Monkey Boy asks if I'm going, are you able to shiny hunt Eevee and then evolve it into Flareon? Just hunting for fire types. Okay, so the Eevee situation, no, you can't get Eevee until you unlock the national dex. And I don't plan on unlocking the national dex before we become champion. There's ways that you can do it. If you complete your Pokedex in BDSP, the Sinnoh Dex, by seeing every Pokemon, you can unlock the national Dex, which allows you to hunt or like it opens up more options for fire type Pokemon and Eevee. But I don't plan to have that before we take on the Elite Four. So short answer is no. Long answer is my explanation. But yeah, no Flareon. But Oddbro did bring up a good point earlier today, or earlier in stream, that if we were to add Flareon to the mix, we could name it Master Splinter because it's super furry and Master Splinter's hairy. So he makes a strong case. But no, I think that because of the challenge run and the way we're doing it, I'm just sticking to the original 4 available to you in Sinnoh. So the whole point was that Sinnoh is notoriously known to have a lack of fire type Pokemon available until you unlock the national dex. Even in the original games, like I think Pearl actually only has 2 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's Monferno, or I'm sorry, Chimchar and Ponyta, I think, are the only 2 in the original Pearl game. And Diamond is the same. When Platinum came out, I think you could get like up to 6. I think you could get I think you can get Rotom before like once you get the cut TM and you can go into the mansion. Rotom is actually locked behind the national dex as well in this game though. And then you had Houndoom in the underground in Platinum. And I think like Magby was available in Platinum, I believe. And there might have been Numel. I think Numel might have been available in Platinum. But most of those Pokemon I just named are all locked behind unlocking the national dex. And to do that, you can encounter all of the Pokemon. You don't actually have to catch them. You can just see them. But to do that, you would have to take on trainer battles. And I believe that you can't really get all of the trainer battles. I looked it up at one point before I decided to do this run. I believe that you have to be through like Gym Badge 7 maybe, or like to the town that Gym Badge 7 is in. So realistically, I'd only have them for a couple gym badges in the Elite Four. So at that point, and because of the challenge run of idea behind it all, I think it's fun to just stick with the 4 that are originally available to you through the Sinnoh Dex for 1, and then what you can actually catch. I missed some stuff. Sabrina says, that reminds me, it's time for a dad joke. What did 20 do when he was hungry? I don't know. If you could soft reset the gift EV and Hearthhome, I don't think you don't get that EV until you unlock the national decks, right? Either that or you can't get the stone to evolve them. I can't remember. It's one or the other. And Houndoom can learn Solar Beam. Yes. Houndoom can learn Solar Beam. I think that is going to be huge for us against Crasher Wake, because we're going to set up the sun already to weaken the moves, and then Solar Beam will help us like knock out a lot of stuff. And I'm probably going to have to teach either if Mikey is an Infernate by then, it doesn't matter. I think Monferno can learn it too, but Mikey's going to have to learn U-turn. I think U-turn is going to be a necessity for one to like soak up and maybe shake off some intimidates. We don't need the Geodude here, but yeah, we could probably teach Houndoom Thunderfang and just take Wake all on with one Pokemon. Maybe. Eli, welcome to the chat. And Clay, welcome to the chat. How you guys doing tonight? How were your tacos today, y'all? How were your tacos tonight? Yeah, the more I think about it and sift through my head, we may I might just focus my entire strategy for Wake around Houndoom. Lana says that was a good episode. Giga Chad Raichu. Surge was one of my favorite trainers. Yo, for real, like Surge's Raichu was so cool, and he's like working out and just like he's got that dad bod to him, you know. It's just awesome. Just awesome. Made me fall in love with the Pokemon early on. Melissa says, I'm doing good. It was a relaxing day. I had some white girl tacos from Del Taco and they were okay. Hey, those don't suck. Sabrina says there's a Pokemon TikToker named Galactic Sven and his favorite is Raichu too. No way. I'll have to look him up. He's probably a good person then if Raichu is his favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I think that the thing holds true too. Like it's kind of a nostalgia thing too, but then also I'm a Gen 1er, you know. Well, not I guess I'm not a Gen 1er completely, but I started with Gen 1 at like the time and age that as you're supposed to embark on your Pokemon journey, you know. Like I was like 9, I think, when I received my copy of Pokemon Blue, so it was like perfect age time. But the only thing is that it also meant that by about Generation 3, I kind of like hit that weird age gap where I was like junior high school level, and kind of turned away from Pokemon for some time. Until I got to my adult years and then circled back to it and re-found my love for Pokemon. But yeah. We're not fighting the Kricketune. Okay, Monkey Boy says there's a gift Eevee in Hearthhome. There is a gift Eevee in Hearthhome. Vulpix is the best fire Pokemon. I'm not biased. Okay, Lana. I'll have to look into the Eevee thing, because if that's the case and I can shiny hunt it, maybe I would do that. Would you guys want me to do another soft reset in Hearthhome though? We need to battle the Ponyta. I need to knock it out for the speed EVs. The Singer, welcome to the chat. How we doing tonight, my friend? I'm honestly not going to buy Pokemon Legends ZA. I just have no reason to, and I don't really want to. I'm just giving my opinion. Hey, that's okay. You can have whatever opinion you want. We've got some viewers in here that actually like that don't play the video games at all. But yeah, if you don't want to play ZA, then don't play ZA, my friend. I'm excited for ZA. I hope it does really well, to be honest. Eli says, I finished the first season of Digimon and I was crying because of a stupid 8-year-old and his orange potato with wings. Oh, that is so wholesome. Oh, so wholesome. Places I'm in the long format now. Yes. Instead of the shorts format. Sabrina says 28. 28 for what? Are you trying to guess my age? Also, what kind of tacos did y'all have tonight? What kind of the new viewers that jumped in, the singer, Eli, Clay. What kind of tacos did you guys have on this wonderful Tuesday? But yeah, like Kristen in chat, she doesn't play the main series game. She plays a lot of Pokemon Go though. And then Lana doesn't play Pokemon at all. he just likes to hang out with us. He just has fun. Oliver says, I play Pokemon Go. Nice. What should my team be for Macy run in Brilliant Diamond? For my Macy run in Brilliant Diamond, you're doing a run based off of like Macy's team. I would just build it off of like the Bulbapedia page then, and go do exactly what her team would be. There we go. I kind of had a brain fart there. Next run of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Wait, so okay, you're gonna do a Macy run in Brilliant Diamond. Are most of her Pokemon from... Eli says I might replay Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. That's one I have not even completed yet. I still haven't even gotten past Viridian Forest. I'm such a bad PokeTuber. I haven't even gotten past Viridian Forest in Let's Go Pikachu. How terrible of me. Oh, Oliver says, I meant to say, what Pokemon should I use for my next run in Brilliant Diamond? Ah, gotcha. Okay. Melissa says, brain farts tend to happen at your age. It's okay. That is true. It definitely does. On top of the fact that my brain was not functioning properly before stream tonight. I was having like major brain fart issues. Oh, I get it now, Sabrina. The dad joke was what did 20 do when he was hungry? I had too much of a gap in chat there. 28. I get it. I get it. I love it. Oh, shoot. Guys, if you're new here to chat, the dad jokes flow pretty regularly here. Mainly because the Fam Bam likes to increase the our shiny luck by throwing out a host of dad jokes on stream. And I tend to read them and chuckle about every single one of them, and usually appreciate each and every one that you guys throw out there for me to read. There have been quite a few good ones. Quite a few good ones, I might add. Not today, mister. What do you call a camel with 3 humps? I know this one because I've been watching Zootopia on repeat because Isla's new obsession is Zootopia. But you call it pregnant. Sabrina says there are funny dad jokes I know from YouTube videos of trying not to laugh dad joke edition. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to type that into my YouTube search tomorrow. Try not to laugh dad joke edition in the YouTube search. If I say it enough times, maybe my phone will just pick it up and then start feeding me the dad joke algorithm. That'd be great. I would have such a good time in the dad joke algorithm. I'd probably fit right in. Melissa says that's where I got it. Yes. That scene is so good. It's one of the best scenes in any animated movie ever. They walk into the DMV and it's just all sloths. What do you mean? Just because they're a sloth, they can't move fast? I thought you said in Zootopia, anyone can be anything. And I love how Nick waits until right before the last digit of the plate that he's typing in. Hey, Flash, want to hear a joke? And he just stops and looks at Nick slowly. Yes. What do you call a 3-humped camel? I don't know. What do you call a 3-humped camel? And then when he looks to the other sloth, hey, Priscilla. Yes, Flash. Such a good movie. If you guys have never seen Zootopia, you need to do yourself a favor and go give it a watch. It is such a good one. I think they're coming out with a sequel in 2026 is what it was. I think they were projecting it for 2026. I can't remember. I remember reading it somewhere. It should be a great movie though. Whenever it does happen. Oh, if you do use any other social media platforms, I'm pretty much on all of them as KCPKMN. But you can type in the chat !! Instagram and ! Twitter for both of my handles on those two social media websites. I kind of gave up on TikTok, y'all. I had my TikTok page going and like 20 videos in, it got banned and there was like zero explanation. And I'm kind of just over TikTok anyways. Like, I don't even like it on my phone. I don't use it at all. It's on my phone and I don't even have an account for it. But that's the one place. I think I recreated my account. So if you switch or like if you search me on TikTok, you will find it. But I don't ever use it. And I think I have one video posted on my new TikTok. So it's kind of useless. Sabrina says there's another one I've heard a pun of, like when one of the German horses in the family friendly movie called Ferdinand said, "I've fallen, can't giddy up." What? I haven't watched that Ferdinand movie. Is it good? I feel like I probably should have watched it. My mom and I were laughing so much at the German horses in that film, in the dance battle scene. It was so funny. There's a dance battle scene in that movie? Oh no. I use TikTok to watch my K-pop sexy men from Stray Kids. What? K-pop sexy men from Stray Kids. Is Stray Kids the band? It's like a K-pop boy band. Ferdinand is amazing. Shut the front door. I have never seen it. I might need to give it a watch now. Another Ponyta. Another non-shiny. I remember Zootopia, and Shakira's song for Zootopia is so underrated. It is so good. That whole album is actually really good. Or like all of the songs that they put on that, like all of the music that they chose for that movie is really good. And like so many of the details in that movie. Have you ever looked at the band names as Judy goes to scroll through her iPod? when she's jumping on the train to head to Zootopia, and she puts her earbuds in and then starts scanning through her iPod. There are a bunch of band names listed and they are so good. And then when she clicks into Gazelle, every like song name that Gazelle has, it's so good. It's like puns on Disney movie songs. And they're all like animal puns on Disney movie songs. It's freaking good. Second batch came out better. Nice. Daily Memer, welcome back. How we doing? The team's looking nice. Thank you. We're getting there. How was your Tuesday? How were your tacos, Daily Memer? Welcome back to the stream, by the way. Melissa says Stray Kids is a band I've never been so obsessed with anything in my life. Hyunjin is my favorite. His stage presence and the way he dances. Oh my. Insert biting lip over Hyunjin. Oh my god. Is this really happening in our chat right now? We're talking about a K-pop band. Never did I ever think that I would be discussing K-pop artists in my chat, but here we are. Here we are, fam bam. It's happening. I don't know who that is, and I don't even want to look it up because I don't want to taint my own algorithm with K-pop crap. You pronounce his name so well. Thank you. Practiced. I feel like that's something that I've always been like kind of intuitive with in like enunciation and pronunciation of foreign words or names. Since I was younger, I've always had kind of an affinity for that. I don't know why or how like my brain ticks to do that. But even like when I lived in Italy and I was speaking Italian amongst like my friends in Italy, my Italian friends in Italy, they always complimented, like I obviously had an accent, like an American accent when I would speak Italian, but they always complimented on how I sounded and like how I spoke the language, which was really cool. It always made me feel good. Little boasting on my end. All right, no shiny Ponyta there. What do we've got? I've got like half an hour left of stream, y'all. I'm probably gonna try and encounter like 10 more Ponyta. Get to like 140 on the Ponyta encounters. And then call it quits from there. My grandma's cooking is amazing, Daily Memer says. Nice. I love good grandma cooking. Good home cooking in general. Just never disappoints. It never disappoints. It's always satisfying, always delicious, delicioso. It's good, and it taught me the sad, dark truth about what really happens in matadoring. I don't know how to spell it though. Oh, matadoring, like the bull fighting. I noticed that funny puns. I noticed that funny puns off of Disney movies in Zootopia. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Disney movie titles, the song titles. Yeah. If you pause it on Judy Hops's iPod, when she clicks into Gazelle, there's a list of song names. And like Try Everything is the regular song name, but all the rest of the song names are Disney movie song, but like animal puns to the songs. Like one of the songs that is a Gazelle song is Let It Goat. Daily Memer says this is a Nuzlocke, right? It's not a full-blown Nuzlocke. It's just a challenge run where I'm going to kind of play it Nuzlocke, but like if my Pokemon faint, they're not gone. They'll still be in the party. We'll still be using them. I was talking about that earlier on stream though, that maybe I'll do like a faint counter for the different Pokemon. I think that might be a fun way to like track things. The movie Ferdinand is about a bull who is gentle natured and doesn't fight, unlike his breed of. Okay. That's cool. I like it. I know that movie was reviewed really well too. And generally like animated movies don't have the best of reviews like from critics, but I'm pretty sure that one had pretty good critic reviews. I faintly remember hearing and reading about it. I usually keep tabs on like most of the kind of kids movies. Oh, speaking of kids movies, have you guys seen Transformers 1? If you didn't see it in theaters, it is out on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount Plus as a streaming service, it's there and it is good. I probably watched it like 4 times with Chandler this last weekend. He loved it. He was like all about it. And it was a really good like origin story for the Transformers. I thought it was really, really awesome. Daniel says, I can't wait for Sonic 3. Oh, I know, Daniel. It is going to be such a good one. Such a good one. And Keanu Reeves as Shadow. You love it. You love it. I haven't watched it. I'd cry, Kristen says. I probably will too. But you'd cry at Transformers? No, that movie's not sad at all. It's really good. Are you talking about Ferdinand? I feel like I might cry if I watch Ferdinand, if it's touching or sad. I got a soft spot for the animated movies like that. Not gonna lie over her. Do y'all have like a favorite cologne or perfume to wear that you just like really enjoy the scent of your own cologne or perfume? I've got one that's a pretty common cologne that I wear, and I wear it a lot of times for like a daily wear. And I put it on tonight actually. And it's just friggin' so good. And I keep catching whiffs of it. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I keep catching whiffs of it because I'm talking with my hands right now. And so my wrist keeps coming by my face, and I keep like hoofing it in. And it's just like super satisfying for me. I like a small band called Blacksmiths. I've never heard of them before, Daily Memer. What kind of music do they perform? It's on the kids book, Sabrina says. Ferdinand, the kids book. There's a kids book named Ferdinand. I'm so out of that loop. I don't know about this book. I've never watched the movie, but I'm feeling like I need to now. Victoria's Secret took away my favorite, Kristen says. What was it? Well, it's obviously a scent you can't get anymore, which kind of stinks. John Cena was the voice of adult Ferdinand. Shut the front door. I love John Cena. He's so funny. Melissa says Daisy by Marc Jacobs. Ooh, okay. I've smelt that one before. Daisy has like 4 or 5 different versions though, doesn't it? Like, are you talking like the OG? Days left until Mufasa the Lion King and Sonic 3. They come out the same weekend? Shut up. Stop it right now. I know I've been seeing all the promotions for the Mufasa movie all over Disney Plus. All this last weekend when the kids were with us. The OG, Melissa says. There was a okay, so there was a woman that used to work. I mean, I guess I could just say her name. There's a lady named CJ, and she used to work for the newspaper, and she's like big in the Bullhead and Fort Mojave community. She used to, when she worked for the newspaper, and at my last position, I would advertise with her on their website, and and they would do like the community award stuff that we'd advertise with them on. Well, she used to wear that perfume, and I remember her coming into the office all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about with the OG Daisy by Marc Jacobs. It's funny. I always like relate to that scent with CJ. Fun fact, Keanu actually did his homework when he was going to do the voice of Shadow. He wanted to get his voice right, and he nailed it. Yeah, for real. Keanu's voice is kind of perfect for that role anyways. And, cologne, the favorite brand. Not band. I read brand as band. I'm sorry, Oliver. Favorite brand is called Blacksmith. I gotcha. I'll have to check that one out. I'm such a sucker for some good scents, you know? Pure Seduction, Kristen says they have the mist still, but it's like a watered down version. Oh no, that's so disappointing. I hate when brands do that. When Gina and I first got together, I would only use like 3 different colognes. That was it. Just 3. And then I realized like she is a connoisseur of scents. She's got more than I could even fathom. Like her entire underneath her sink is just like she uses half of my side of underneath the vanity for like the rest of her toiletry stuff, and then underneath her vanity is just perfumes, and which is really cool. I super appreciate it now. When we first got together, I was like so mind blown by it. I was like, why would you need that many different scents, and how would you ever wear all of those? But now I get it, because like sometimes you gotta like feel the scent for the night, you know, like what you got going on or what you're gonna do. And I would have like my way was like I had my favorite one, I had my daily wear, and then I had like stuff for nice occasions. So I had like one more like, I guess it would have been like a muskier scent then that I like associated with like nice occasions. I had my daily wear, which was one of my favorites, but it was just like an easy wear, nice smelling, nothing overwhelming, just kept me fresh through the day, you know? And then I had like my favorite that I would wear for all sorts of different reasons. And then when Gina and I got together and I realized like, oh, you don't have to just stick to a few. You can do what you want, you know? And now I've got like, I think like 20 different scents probably. But there's a couple that I wear for like daily wears. But my go-to recently for like my daily wear has been a Hugo Boss cologne. It's like oops, I didn't mean to do smog. It's not going to be very effective. I don't remember. It's just like the original Hugo Boss, but it's like they make it in like a few different versions. There's like a blue, green, black, red, or something like that type scenario. And I think mine is like the green or something like that. But it's super good. It's like a very peppery, like upbeat scent, but like good for a daily wear and nothing too crazy about it. Oliver says, I think a pretty good Pokemon team for Brilliant Diamond would be Garchomp, Torkoal, Spiritomb, Lucario, Infernape, and Dialga. That would be an excellent team. You would just need to be careful with Bertha and Sabrina. And the one thing, Torkoal's locked behind the national deck stuff. So just you would need to focus on unlocking Torkoal. Get him in your partay. The partay. I feel like we've been locked in with these Kricketune for a while now. I don't understand why we're getting so many Kricketune. I think the spawn rate of Kricketune is like 15 or 20% in this area at night. And Geodude and Ponyta are 35%. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Daily Memer. Daily Memer says, where have all the Ponytas been? I think so too. What the heck? What if I'll transfer Pokemon from another Pokemon game to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond so I can use Torkoal? Oh, that would work. That would work. That way you don't have to wait on it. Oh, this is my last bite too. I'm gonna have to hit up the Pokemon Center and get my power points back for this here. For Leo. What if you used Gastrodon instead of well, then I guess your team would start shaping up to be like Cynthia's team. I mean, I'm pretty sure I called Cynthia Sabrina a minute ago because of Sabrina in chat and being another Pokemon character. See what I'm saying, fam? Brain farts. I guess if you were to do, yeah, then you would only have Infernape and Dialga, and then everything else is pretty much Cynthia's team at the end of the game. Unless you don't mind. You don't care to have basically Cynthia's team. I feel like Gastrodon's such a slept-on Pokemon for this region. Gosh dang it. Bike, get out of the way. Scrap the Gorochu evolution. I know. I feel like, I don't know if you know, but I think Raichu was going to have an evolution called Gorochu and had devil-like horns and fangs. I did know about it. I'm pretty sad. I hope I've got my fingers crossed that maybe in Legends ZA, I know that Pikachu and Raichu have already gotten like the Cantonian version love and things like that. But I think it'd be really cool if they gave Raichu a Mega Evolution. And if they like based a lot of the style of Raichu's Mega Evolution off of Gorochu and made him like a fire electric type, I think that would be freaking sweet. It would be so cool. Used to be obsessed with black from Rue 21. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I pretty much just have the bombshell for my sweatshirts. I had this Versace one, but I thought it made me smell like an old lady, Kristen says. You gotta hate the old lady scents. Kristen walking around smelling like a Meemaw. Insert Kevin Hart meme, damn to your age. Yeah. Monkey Boy says they can make the evolution only available in that region like Weird Ear for Raichu. Yes. I like where your head's at. I like where we're going, but also kind of no, because if they do make that a mega evolution, I would want mega evolutions available in every Pokemon game from that point on. Selfishly. Ralph, welcome to the chat, man. How are we doing today? How was your Tuesday, my friend? How are your tacos? Oliver says I was debating on using Rotom. Rotom would be a fun one to use. I've never used Rotom in a playthrough, and I feel like that would be a good one. Especially like if you use Rotom Wash or Rotom Heat, you can do some work with those boys. Quesadillas, so almost tacos. Hey, it's like tacos cousins. You're good. You're on the taco train, basically. You're totally fine. Are you opposed to using Weavile in your team, Oliver? I feel like Weavile would be a fun one to use. You get the ice and dark type coverage, super fast, heavy physical hitter. You just basically have a glass cannon, so you got to be careful there. Daily Memer says, I love Quagsire and Gastrodon. They're so good. They're just the best. They're some of the best derpy looking Pokemon available. They just both look like they would be such good cuddlers. Cannot get this new edition with Rose. It's been such a long time. Oh, in the Legend of Dragoon game? Brina says Fire Electric other than Heat Form Rotom and it's Raichu. That'd be so cool. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It'd be excellent. And like the old beta designs of Gorochu, they look, I mean, it's hard to tell because it's all like it's like 8-bit designs, but it was super like orangish, you know? So oh, to remember their different attacks. Ah, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, just the look of him in those like old sprites, the beta design sprites, he just gives off like that fiery vibe, you know, like it could be a good fire electric type. Daniel says I got 2 shinies today. What? Daniel, post them in the Discord. Put them in the show your shiny or the shiny show off page. Alpha's Quagsire was my only birthday shiny in Dynamax Adventures. Shut the front door. So it's good in my book. Okay, perfect. The big old pink boy. Honey Catherine made me like Wooper even more. She does love a good Wooper. What yeah, Ralph already asked it. Daniel, what were your shinies that you found? Are you still sticking with the Piplup hunt as well, Daniel? Kristen says, remember to remember their different attacks. Melissa says, my birthday's in 6 days. Happy early birthday to ya, friend. I'm pretty sure, I think that we've talked about this in chat before. I'm pretty sure that you have the same birthday as my son. My little boy Liam is on the 16th of December. Monkey Boy says in red and blue, there is an in-game trade with Raichu for an electrode. And the guy says his Raichu evolved after the trade. Really? Did not know that. I'm gonna have to look that up. That is a great Easter egg. Me and Daniel did some raids for Kartana and Stack Attacka last night in stream, but no Piplup. Ooh, Kartana and Stack Attacka. Those are some good targets. Are you trying to get all your Ultra Beasts shiny now, Ralph? Are you done with the legendaries and onto the UBs? I'm surprised you're not doing the Ultra Beast hunts in like Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I feel like that would be a great or a fun way to hunt the Ultra Beasts. It's a good birthday, Melissa says. I feel like everyone thinks their birthday's a good day. That's like not a that's a given. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna look that up, Monkey Boy. That sounds friggin' sweet. I never knew that they had that Easter egg in the game. God, I wish they would have. Like, no offense to Pichu. Like, Pichu was an okay addition to the Pikachu fam, but like, really, they had an opportunity to make Gorochu a thing, and they went with Pichu because when they released Gold and Silver, they had the idea of pushing these baby Pokemon because they're cute and they sell. And why not have the freaking video game mascot have a baby Pokemon? You know, it kind of makes sense in all reality. And like in business decisions, it totally makes sense. So I completely understand why they did it, but I'm still mad about it. It might have been in yellow. I'll look it up. I bet I could find it just by like searching in-game Raichu trade evolution or whatever. Daniel says, I post the shiny in your Discord. Piplup is on hold. Okay. You got to a point where you need to take a break from the briefcase simulator now, didn't you? I'm telling you, guys, the briefcase simulator is not for the faint of heart. If you have never enjoyed the stress of the briefcase simulator, especially in BDSP, like, it's one thing to do it in Diamond and Pearl, original Diamond and Pearl, and you have your quicker resets and things like that. But I'm talking BDSP briefcase simulator. Daniel got 1,163 encounters. Yo, you're getting there, fam. You're getting there. You're getting close. All right, this is the final Ponyta encounter of the evening. All right. No shiny Ponyta tonight. No shiny nothing tonight, y'all. Which isn't surprising. We're you know, we're in 1 in 4,096 odds. Let's see if we get another Ponyta first. Can't break the Ponyta chain. Oh, look at that. Another Ponyta. We got to keep going until we get something else. Let's start a boycott to get rid of Pichu internet in trade for Gorochu. I don't think that would work, unfortunately. Pichu's a pretty cute little addition. I just think that the power level too of like Leo wants to learn the move beat up. Just keep the old moves. I'd rather have bite with the flinch option. I'm not gonna have enough Pokemon in my party for beat up anyways. Oh my gosh. What is this, 4 Ponyta in a row now? Fam, how come we couldn't have this happening earlier? Daily Memer says, my sweet 16 is going to be my golden birthday. I'm turning 16 on the 16th. Yo, another December 16 birthday? That's wild. We got 2 people in chat. And my son's birthday is on December 16th. It is a good day indeed, fam bam. A good day indeed. It says you got to go until you get 2 encounters in a row with no Ponyta. Oh, because I had so many. All right, we'll see. Right here. Bet. Zubat, and then what's next? What's next? Zubat, and then what else? We did pretty good. We got 100 Ponyta encounters in tonight. Probably did a good, like, I don't know, 300 to 400 encounters tonight, I would guess, to get that many. Cricketune, 2 in a row. See what you did, Ralph? You jinxed it. Monkey Boy, that's weird because Raichu doesn't evolve, but do you think that was based off of its scrapped evolution? The idea I meant, Sabrina says. Yeah, that I feel like that's a cool like Easter egg that they probably did. Like, it would make sense if it was a trade, in-game trade in yellow, especially because you're trading an electric type for an electric type. So it's like, no one's really going to do that anyways. And it's asking you to trade a Raichu to them. You've already got Pikachu in your party. So most people aren't going to like spend the time to catch another Pikachu just to evolve it into Raichu to trade it later on, you know? So it would be understandable if they did an Easter egg like that. Blah. I'm doing a good path for Landorus. Nice. You'll love it when you get a good path. All right. Save our progress. No Ponyta tonight, y'all. No Ponyta tonight, y'all. All right. Fam Bam. We will be back at it on Sunday. We'll be looking for our Ponyta again. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening with me tonight. A couple quick hitting things. Tuesday next week, the 17th, is Gina's birthday, so I will not be streaming on Tuesday next week. The following Tuesday is Christmas Eve. Not streaming on Christmas Eve. We will be actually out of town, so I'm gonna be streaming this Sunday, and then it'll be like 2 weeks before I see you again. But I will see you all on Sunday, and then after that, the next stream will be on my birthday, the 29th of December. So, I just want to give you guys a heads up. Those that have hung out, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, please consider dropping a like on the video. Hit that thumbs up button for me. It's free for you. It takes a couple seconds. It's cool for me. It pushes the video into the YouTube space. Until Sunday, y'all, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys kick this week's ass, okay? Just get out there and do good. And I'll see y'all on Sunday. We'll keep hunting for this purple fiery pony, okay? Have a good night, y'all. See you later.